All right, welcome in everybody. We're about to get started with the TECWC Community Showcase featuring the Connected 3v3 Teams Tournament. Hope you're all doing well. I am Austin from Enhance, and I assume we'll have some of our players trickling in here as the tournament is live right now. So today the goal is to kind of capture some of the matches we wouldn't capture otherwise from the Grandmasters bracket, for example, on our Saturday or our big streams. But we'll capture some of the amateur bracket and the Masters bracket, which you can see live on that start.gg, the most recent link here in the Classic Tetris chat. But yes, let's hop into it. Hope you're all doing well. I am, again, Austin from an Enhanced team, and I'll pull up the chat here every once in a while. But yes, TECWC is underway. If you are living under a rock, registration is still open, actually, for a tournament tomorrow for the Zone Battle tournament. We have a time slot in the early morning, in the US and or evening Japan, and a time slot that is also in the afternoon US time, Pacific, Eastern. So if you are looking to play some Zone Battle, head to www.tetriseffect.game/tournaments to register. That's definitely going to be awesome. Some players to name drop. I know we have Siaka Gohan playing, Jaden, OSW, sorry, whoever I'm missing, Uyashoda, Zen. It's gonna be absolutely stacked. So if you are looking to play against any of those players, if Dormi, if you're lurking, or anyone that is high level and it's like, I want to challenge Sake Gohan, be sure to register. Here's a look at our schedule. So, this is the Japan schedule, excuse me. So, we'll actually be live tomorrow with November 23rd with Zone Battle, November 24th if you are in Japan, or Wiley here, who's about to be on comms in Australia. But yes, be sure to register, and we're going to hop into our first match momentarily. I would like to introduce our commentators if they are here. I hope they're here. Wiley and Lyra, how are you doing?
Hello, Austin. We're doing great, I think, aren't we, Lyra?
Yes, we're doing great. Wiley had to get up and run around, but I've been here.
I did. I'm very keen.
We're excited to see this bracket. Honestly, I'm excited to see tomorrow's bracket as well. Quite the lineup. If you're not familiar with this game mode, we hope you enjoy it. It's a really cool game mode.
It's very special. It has a special place in my heart and Lyra's as well. We sort of grew up on this, well, at least I did, and it's just so much fun. It's so unique, and I can't wait to see some of the pros and amateurs go ham in it. It's gonna be awesome. Taking a look at the bracket, sorry, because I don't have it up.
Okay.
There we go. Oh. Yes, thank you to the TTC who's been supporting us. Do you want us to run through sponsors, Austin, at all right now, or save that for a little bit?
I guess we can thank Tetris Company if you guys would like. So Tetris Company did provide the prize pool here for TECWC this year, per usual, by the way. So big thanks to Tetris Official. Be sure to follow them on Instagram. Are you two following them on Instagram? You better be.
I'm not. I apologize.
I don't use Instagram. I'm not on Instagram, Twitter. I don't really do the social medias. Yeah.
I am following them. I'm covered. Actually,
Okay.
some cool posts here. Yeah.
Well, hey, Lyra, if you do ever create an Instagram and you want to be following one person or one company, it better be, actually make it two. Make it Enhance Experience. Make it three. Make it six. However many sponsors we have. Make sure you're following them all on Instagram. But looks like our players are loading into this lobby here. I think it's from the amateur bracket, so we're gonna kick it off a little chill here, and I guess we'll ramp it up as the night goes on here, and open up here so you guys can maybe see if you can recognize any of these names.
Awesome. Pro Willy, yes. And Hayumi in Spectator as well. This is fantastic. We have some community favorites here. I love these guys. Okay. Lyra, do you recognize any of the names?
So Wiley and I have noticed that we play Connected Versus at very different times of the day. So I think that we see different people. So no, I don't recognize these. They must, because my time slot 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern. A lot of Americans are not awake for that. I play a lot of Asian players.
Yeah, okay. And Kane is a pretty popular streamer, apparently, according to Lightroll. That's interesting. Don't recognize the name, but I'm sure they're fantastic. So yeah, a lot of these people might be late night like owls per se, because I think I see them around my 6 p.m., which is very early in their morning. So we'll see how they play at a slightly different time of day. This is going to be exciting. And here we go. So I believe they're playing an area. Was that area 3 or area 1?
I believe it was 3.
3? Yeah.
So
Okay,
area
okay.
3 is interesting because that one has attacks that take really long to charge. Yeah, so we see green. That means area 3. Gemini.
Twins. Yeah, twins is going to be the big one.
Yeah. So the way that this game mode works is it is a 3v1 where the 3 teammates work together to fill a meter that allows them to go into a connected zone, very similar to the normal connected game mode. And then the boss is trying to send attacks at them and get them to top out. So each boss sends different attacks. So you choose the boss that you think has the best attacks and just go from there. So Gemini gives double pieces as its signature attack. So you'll see, players trying to stack a little bit differently than usual.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of macro play needed here, especially for the boss. You need to be watching the other team very carefully to see who's. Oh, and we have a team zone. Straight away, actually. That was very fast.
Yeah, the first zone doesn't really take too long to charge, but you can do some pretty good damage with it if you're fast enough.
Yeah, and these players, I mean, they didn't have a lot of material to work with going into this, but if they're fast enough, they will put a lot of attack over on the boss's board.
And one of the things you'll notice is these purple pieces that players have push down all of the Minos underneath them. Those are really important for fixes and just maintaining the board.
Yeah, I would say that they are vital to getting high line clears, especially quickly. Sometimes you will you're almost guaranteed to make a mistake here, or you're not going to be able to coordinate perfectly with your teammates. It's going to just come down to fixing those little errors to get to the top of the board quicker. We have currently a 15 incoming. I mean, look at that twin that's been pulled out. Okay, covering the next block.
I love that. Okay, and so when the team is starting to get towards the end of the zone, as the boss here, what you want to be doing is staying low on the board, so that
because you'll be receiving a big attack.
Yeah, you'll be receiving damage. It's going to push you up on the board. So we'll expect to see that in a sec. A 16 zone is not that bad there.
Lovely, 99.
Yeah. Okay.
Bit of damage.
Yeah, a bit of damage. Right. And so as boss, you have 2 options. You can either fill the meter towards your next blitz to the team, or you can choose to defend, which will reduce the number of lines, like the permanent lines on the boss board. So we do see boss switching into defense here.
And that's where we talk about macro play, knowing when to take either role there. Sometimes the team will be on a roll and you need to slow them down with an attack. And sometimes when you send them a very stally blitz that requires the team to slow down and stop charging up their attack meter, you're going to want to maybe go into defense and take that time. Let the blitz play out before sending another one. We can see that right here, actually. The boss is deciding to burn down, although the team is again on a roll here, so they might want to go back into attack.
Yeah, the players are handling this pretty well right now. The meta for this mode in terms of attacks is going to be Tetrises. Even though in most versus modes, Tetrises and T-spin doubles give the same amount of attack, this mode is actually weighted so Tetrises give more towards the meter than T-spin doubles.
Yeah, always found that
there's a couple different reasons for that, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely makes for different gameplay, especially for the boss. I believe the players, it's generally just good to survive. I think it's prioritizing survival for this game mode. And we have another team zone. Here we go. They're stacking up, getting ready for the cascade, and that's going to be 3 lines. That's
not that bad. No. Yeah, so the way that the cascade works is it does 5/12 of the damage, right?
Yeah, roughly speaking, it's something like that. Yeah. Very close.
So you want to be keeping a well. Sometimes it's really hard to coordinate though, especially when there's multiple team members. I think that this tournament gives a better setup for that, considering they're more likely to be in a call. But if you're just in a ranked match, sometimes you can just sit there and be like, oh, oops, I thought you were going to get it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It can be difficult to coordinate things. I think we will see a lot better coordination on average today. It's just about execution, isn't it? That cascade, one of the strategies you just saw was the stacking up prior to the cascade happening, getting a lot of material out on the board for that it then fall. is going to make your team zone a lot faster. So we just saw 99 in a little bit of a quicker time there. And the boss is right at the top of the board.
Pushed up on the top of the board here. It's a very scary place to be. You're probably going to see them skimming a lot.
They're in defense as well. They haven't sent an attack yet, though.
Yeah. I think that this is the point when if you're the boss, it feels like you're just dead either way, and you're hoping that you can defend a little bit. We'll see if they decide to go and attack the team, but we see blue setting up an STSD there. They're getting their damage going. Getting
Yellow's
their
nice and low.
in.
Red has a lot to work with as well, frankly. No, next might slow them down a little bit. And that
look at the spin on Kitty Cake's board. There it is. Exactly. So just that one blitz will slow them down so much.
Yeah, and that's why keeping your board low is really important. This game mode prioritizing survival. Right now, the boss has a bit more time to maybe defend, but it looks like they're prioritizing attack here to just slow down this team. Their team meter, which you can see around their avatars below their boards, show that they're already halfway to what would be a killing blow. So the boss really needs to play out of their mind here, or else it's lights out.
Ooh, and they're at the top of the screen. I don't know if they're going to be able to get that piece over, and it's tough. It is so tough being at the top of the board there. Playing with only 6-7 rows is just so difficult.
Yeah, it's really important to get out a couple of attacks first, but when you're that high up, you haven't got a lot of room to work with. You just can't clear the lines you need to. So unfortunately, that's the game for them, and we'll see how their team plays as, well, the team. I'm curious who's going to play the boss from that team, though. I'd assume it'd be Willy, but maybe not. Great game, though. Great game. The team did exactly what they needed to pull that off. The boss played fairly amicably. I think they chose the right times to defend early on, but they just were a bit cramped at the end, and it worked out against them. Okay. So we have a tier 6, a tier 10, and a tier 4. Quite a combination. Hayumi, I can't pronounce their name. Hayumi Now is quite a decent player. I'm surprised they're tier 6. That shocks me. It looks like Shotgun Earl is taking the boss position.
All right, let's see.
And they're sitting around Leo?
They're
playing Leo, okay.
Leo is an interesting choice. Okay, I'll give you my thoughts on Leo. So
go for it.
Leo is not the best against players who are very high ranking, and because some of them are used to playing with an invisible board. Personally, I can't keep track of my board. People tell me all of these strategies. I'm horrible against Leo. I think it's like a matchup pick. If you know that your opponents aren't good at playing invis, which most people are not good at playing invis, then I think Leo is a great pick.
This could be a really good play for them. It depends on the team, purely. If the team has a couple of players, more than one, that can handle invis, this could actually be a detriment. They need a lot...
So there's the first invis. Let's see how they handle this. So, players are, they're able to see the board every few pieces. This first invis isn't going to deter them that much. The no hold is going to slow them down a bit. But the biggest thing that I'm noticing here is the boss's strategy is interesting. It's a lot of skims. I don't think I've seen a Tetris from them yet.
Maybe they're just playing slow. They know that, they haven't exactly prepared much for this zone. They're doing skims still.
Yeah, so this may be, okay. There we go. Okay. So cool. Maybe they'll get more comfortable, shift into those Tetrises. Honestly, I think the first time I participated in this tournament, I was really nervous. It's scary. Having your whole team on your back, watching you, it's terrifying.
A lot of the times we see in these tournaments as well, you have the added pressure of your team watching you and actually communicating with you during the moment. It can be helpful, but also that pressure can be a lot on a player. It can be almost distracting sometimes. So we have a 13 with still about a third of the time left. Maybe they'll even squeeze out something like 17 or 18. They're pretty coordinated.
Yeah, this is pretty good. I think one of the biggest mistakes that newer players can make in this connected zone is the higher level players like to kind of stay in their own spots, right?
Yeah.
It takes so much time to dash a piece all the way to the other side of the connected board. So although you may want to go and help out your teammate, it may be a good idea to just focus on your own little spot. And that's what that team did there. And I think that's what led to that success.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really, really well done team zone, and the boss just did not send enough attack to neutralize a lot of it. They're currently in defense digging down, but let's just also keep in mind that Yellow has a lot to work with here to send another couple of Tetrises.
Right.
They're basically already a quarter of the way to the next zone, yeah.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why Leo is considered somewhat of a weaker boss at higher levels is because its main blitz doesn't change your board. It just makes it invisible.
No, it does not.
Yeah, so
like, if you can play with
it allows greed a little bit more than the others.
Exactly right. There are blitzes that you can choose, such as Capricorns, Pentos, and Broken, that are absolutely debilitating, but Leo, as long as you remember what your boss hit is, it doesn't slow down the player's progression. And as we can see here, the boss hasn't actually sent an attack yet. They're purely focused on defense, and the team is at another zone. This could be lights out for them immediately.
Yeah, I think that the boss would have to change strategy pretty significantly right now. And I think the lack of Tetrises is the biggest downside of this boss play we've seen.
Right now, like, I can see this conceivably being survivable, but it's going to be tough from there. They'd have to completely reorient themselves and figure out a new strategy. I don't know if they have it in them. We'll see, though.
The team has been a little bit slow. Like, okay, fast compared to, I guess, the other match we saw, but slower than their first zone.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have a lot of material going into this one to work with, so they're doing it raw. They're already at 9, though, and with a quarter of the meter left, there's still a bit of attack they can do.
This might be survivable for the boss. If they don't get that much higher than 10...
They have 3 defense orbs, so they're already going to be canceling 30 attack. 11 lines will not do as much as you think, really. Yeah, 13. 94, so the boss should get 6 lines or so. Yeah, it's survivable.
Yeah, it's survivable. I see that they're going straight into defense. Sometimes that's all you can do when you're at the top. You want to have more room to work with. If you're not as comfortable with IRS, it's a lot scarier being up there.
Yeah, and I haven't seen any IRS usage from them yet. Not that they needed to, though. Oh, that square misdrop. And the team's already...
Oh, right. Because what are the conditions again? Yeah, so the condition of how long it takes to fill that zone has to do with the boss attack. Yeah. I don't think anybody's figured that out perfectly yet. I just know that it's a thing. And that's what just happened there, is the boss refusing to attack made that meter way too easy to fill up for that team.
Yeah, the underbelly, I think, of the community might have worked out most of that. But that's going to be game. Oh, yes, Lightrock made a good point as well. Part of the pressure that we were talking about earlier is terrifying knowing that they're on stream right now. They're being watched by dozens of people. That can't help. So it's definitely a lot of pressure on them, but I believe that is their matchup. Well done to both teams. Very, very good from the both of you. Thank you for being here and playing, and also just being a part of this wonderful event, this wonderful tournament.
So how does it work for the tiebreaker format? Because the team won both in that case. So are we doing a tiebreaker?
I believe there will be a tiebreaker. It depends on what they pick, though.
Yeah, I'll chime in real quick on this. So, with this team's tournament, the tiebreaker is a 1v1 between the teams. Each team captain will ban a game mode, and they play the remaining game mode and send out their best player for that game mode. So we are going to have a 1v1 ace match and determine who will determine what they pick and who will go out to play it.
This will be exciting. Lyra and I, we love all the game modes equally.
All the game modes.
Maybe not equally. I think we have a soft spot for one of them in particular, starting with Z and ending with E. But it'll be fun nonetheless. Can't wait to see where this goes. Both, like, all the players seem pretty proficient. I'm excited.
Yeah, and I know that when people are organizing these teams, they are keeping that in mind, this ace match, where I remember hearing players being like, okay, we're purposely getting a player who's good at Classic, a player who's good at Zone, and a player who's good at Score Attack. And, you know, like, I think, like, Shocky and OSW on a team. Yes. Obviously, you have OSW play Zone Battle, you Shocky play Score Attack. you would also have Shocky play Classic in there, and you're just like basically unbeatable. So
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Like that is a perfect example of a team preparing for any situation, even when they're like any ban, any pick, it will not matter. They are covered. Like you mentioned, OSW is a king of zone battle, and then Shocky dominates everywhere else and is basically the best active player I would say the best active player in score attack right now, and very proficient in Classic. Also Yoshi, a very solid 9k in Classic, and has beaten me up several times in score attack in Classic. So you've got all your bases covered, and no matter what happens, if they win or lose, they're ready for that 1v1. So
yeah, I'm sure players are just making their choices and getting set up in their matches right now. So we will switch over to that once things are ready. Let's see, score attack here. I feel like score attack is a very commonly picked mode in this, because a lot of modern players just do not want to play Classic. It trains completely different skill sets, rewards completely different things, and I feel like most players prefer one or the other. And a lot of people, if they know that there's a very strong zone battler on the other team, will just ban zone battle, and then score attack becomes this even ground. It's so funny seeing this many spectators in a match.
Oh god, yeah. No, it's interesting because, as you mentioned, they're very different conditions, very different environments. At the end of the day, Classic score attack is much more unforgiving to the average player, and a lot of people do not want to deal with that. At the same time, zone can be quite volatile, and if you're not comfortable with that, it tends to get banned as well. So you're left with tried and true score attack, and that's where we've landed today. It's gonna be very exciting to see Kitty Cake, and it looks like Mira. Why? How do you pronounce
Miriani.
that?
Just say Miriani.
Miriani and Kitty Cake going at it. May the best player win. I love the music. TEC's music is gorgeous. Fanboy for 5 seconds here. If you haven't bought this game, it's currently on sale on the Switch, and it's on sale regularly on all the other platforms. Buy it. It is beautiful and sounds great, and I love this game. Oh, it's great. Please buy it. Looks like we have a speed 9 start coming in from Miriani.
They may be having a conversation about it, because I think that 10 is a popular start speed. 10, 15, and 20 are the popular start speeds. I doubt that they're doing 9. I'm guessing this is a conversation right now.
Most likely they're discussing it, yeah.
I would say a lot of people play 15 and 20, but I don't know. I just like a good speed 10.
I'm a big fan of speed 15. It also gives me more runway to work with. Some people love their speed 20 because it just gets the games over and done with. Plus, it gets you to the more faster part, which people like that challenge. There's really no right answer besides speed 15. Sorry, Lyra.
No.
We'll see what they choose.
No, I mean, I'm forced to play speed 15. Okay, so we do have a speed 9 start. That's close to the 10 I was referring to. All right. So we have score attack. And score attack in modern Tetris, it's a very unique mode, because when we think competitive modern Tetris, a lot of us think versus Tetris. But what Tetris Effect Connected offers is some non-conventional forms of competitive modern Tetris, mainly connected versus and score attack. So it is very similar to that classic score attack, that we all see, TECWC, that is that format, but for modern. And Wiley, do you want to talk a bit about the strategies that players use here?
Yes, there are many. There are two that we sort of look at. I mean, well, one of the simplest ones straight away, it's emblematic of the classic scene, which is, we call it 9-0 or 0-9, as we're seeing demonstrated by both these players. It's the act of 9 columns of material, and then you score Tetrises by filling in that last empty column with an eyepiece. Very easy, tried and true, quite clean. But if we want to get more advanced than that, we can go into things like pattern stacking. And I think the best example of pattern stacking would be almighty ST stacking.
Yes, ST stacking. It is quite an interesting stacking style. If we do see more score attack matches later, then I would assume that we're going to see some good old pattern stacking. So the reason why I love talking about this, the reason why pattern stacking is possible in modern Tetris is because of 7-bag. It's something that I did not even know was a thing until somebody told me that the randomizer is different. right? Because if you're getting the exact same 7, like you're guaranteeing even distribution of pieces in modern Tetris, then you can just, plan for those 7 pieces and you're going to get an even distribution of them. And that's all of what pattern stacking is about. So it's a really interesting thing, but I think it's very natural to just go for 9-0.
It's quite difficult to explain ST in its entirety, but the basic idea is stacking in a reliable, consistent way that constantly gives you a bunch of T-spins over and over again. Just putting 2 specific pieces in place and having different sets in the. It's very hard to explain, but now we're seeing some really good example of 9-0.
Yes, some really good 9-0. I think that the third method for playing score attack, which we may see later, is we just call it like freestyle center or like just T-spins. It's if you don't stack 9-0, then you give yourself the opportunity for T-spins. So we'll see that towards the like mid-high level players will probably start freestyling. But if you can keep back-to-back in this 9-0 stack, it's pretty good.
There is another way that I haven't really seen much of because it's kind of dead. I mean, you can PC loop, but like I don't think anyone's doing that in a game.
PC looping.
It's
PC looping basically is not viable above speed 10, 15.
You can't kick pieces over.
Because you can't. Yeah. That's like when we talk. And okay, so we do see Miriani with the cleaner stack here by a good margin.
Kitty's got a few holes right now.
When we talk about the scores that we're used to, T-spin, T-spin double. Hello? Oh, gorgeous.
Nice work, Lyra. Do you know how much a T-spin does over a Tetris exactly?
It's different with every single level, and I can't keep track of them all.
So, generally speaking, a T-spin is worth about 1.5 times of a Tetris, if I recall correctly. I think a Tetris is worth 800 points at speed level 1, whereas it's 1200 for a T-spin double. So you want to go for the conversion rate. Yeah. And with back-to-back, of course, we have 1.5. T-spins are monumentally way better scoring, way more efficient, as we call it.
Yeah, but sometimes it's hard to think about those. I mean, coming from a background of not really interacting with the community, it's really hard to learn T-spins. They're not intuitive for most players. No, like it took me, I had to be given so many resources. I don't know. I think the way that most people prefer to play Tetris is like this. It's just
I do want to bring up something real quick. Miriani here, despite being only 6 lines ahead, is 78,000 points in the lead here. They have a lot less runway with those 6 extra lines. Kitty Cat is catching up, but why are they so far ahead? It's due to that efficiency we're talking about.
Yeah.
Miriani has had less burns, less skims, and has gotten more back-to-back Tetrises. Back-to-back gives you 1.5 times the points of a regular line clear of like Tetrises and T-spins. So it's massive. Plus, we saw that legendary T-spin. So that's definitely going to be upping their point value a bit more.
Beautiful T-spin. But yeah, a lot of what goes on in this game mode is your ability to think fast, right? It's almost like the muscle memory of that 9-0 stacking. You're able to put down the pieces. I mean, actually, the higher the gravity gets, the less you're allowed to put the pieces wherever you want. It starts limiting you, and then all of a sudden you have to play around it. It's a very odd factor, and we can see these players at speed 14. This is getting pretty quick here.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where their upper bound is for how fast they can play, because some of them may not have really had much experience playing at these higher speeds. It's quite dicey up this far. Right now, Miriani has got the board nice and low. Kitty Cat seems to have a couple missed drops that might cause them grief, but they seem to be adapting fairly well.
Yeah, Miriani has some holes in the stack too. So this level 15 Tetrises, and I mean all line clears are worth so much more than they were before.
Yeah, with every level we go up, it's more points.
Yeah, and so you're going to start to see players getting high up on their board. I would almost say that it's a good sign when like a player is high up on their board early on. Like you kind of, it's really unintuitive if you're only used to versus to use your entire space to, be creative, get some T-spins, and that was an annoying misdrop from Kitty Cake right there.
I think they're panicking a little bit. They just need to reorient. They just need to ground themselves a bit, reorient, and just survive. Again, living for a couple extra levels is going to give you so many more points. It's exponential, really.
Yeah, Miriani is starting to struggle here. A lot of singles being cleared. This speed 16 is it's getting difficult to manage. That's why I mentioned that, 15 isn't necessarily the best start speed. I mean, come on, look at this. I just like my time to think.
You need to be like really familiar with the speeds. We have level 17 here, some really catastrophic misdrops coming in from Kitty Cake. I don't know how much longer they're going to be alive for. They are 59,000 points in the hole, with Miriani tearing ahead, seemingly not too uncomfortable with the speed, but also not adept to it completely either. So, and that's level 18 for Kitty Cake, 60,000 points behind. They need to pull this around. They need to turn it around somehow. I don't see it happening.
I mean, they do have a pretty good handle on high gravity, though. The way that they're moving the pieces around. Okay, yeah, this is where you start to misdrop. Yeah, both players have been doing pretty well at like handling things in this high grav, but it's just so tough to work with sometimes.
Yeah, we're on the cusp of level 20, and at that point, you have instant. Like it's
20.
We get into master speeds, 20G,
Yeah.
right? It's a whole different thing. Level 19 here for Kitty Cake. 3 eyepieces stacked up like that. Definitely
that was
in
pretty
some
good
way
way to handle him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will we see a 20?
Yeah, will we see a level 20?
Missing a Z spin, unfortunately. Not seeing it.
Yeah, that's a tough spin to do at high grav, though. It can be really stressful. You don't understand how different, how much time you use
20.
to think when you're at low gravity.
Yeah, you're given a lot more breathing room, especially in guideline.
Yeah.
They are, however, on level 20 and actually surviving here. Oh, they don't get that J in the space, and that's going to be the...
Yeah.
Miriani.
So Decider goes to Miriani here. Yep, both players getting to speed 20 there, but I mean, still some pretty good stacking with the level 9 start. Well played from both sides. I mean, 300,000 on a level 9 start is not super easy. There was some good efficiency there.
Both getting that A grade as well. Really well played. 2,082 line average versus I think it was 1,600. Pretty good. Pretty good. It was a good time. God damn it. Anyway, Austin, would you like a sponsory? Because there's many lovely sponsors for this event.
Yes,
Very
let's
keen.
bring on a sponsor. Let's go with Hyperkin.
Hyperkin? I love the Hyperkins. These are three.
These controllers are so cute.
They're pretty. Lyra, we asked this last time. Which is your favorite?
Oh, I mean the synthwave one on the right.
Yes! Me too. Okay.
Yeah, I
gorgeous.
love the synthwave aesthetic. And like the pieces in the background, it's just great. I absolutely love it. The others are great too, but I don't know. I just have a special spot in my heart for the pink controller.
It looks so pretty. I mean, all three look great, but I just think it looks nice. It's so clean and sleek. I love that
like
gradient.
the pink controller. It's great.
You like the pink controller? I just like the sleekness of the gradient. Yeah, it's great. And Hyperkin also make they make the TEC carrying case. They make, I think, the watch bands, was it? They have a lot of cool products alongside these controllers that you can pick up. Austin, I think you have some of that. Yes, you do. Oh, it's clean. I've got a boring old white one. I should replace it with that beautiful. Oh, it has the pieces on the back. I love it. Oh, it's great.
It's cute. I love it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And then you have that one. That one's...
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, it's not our favorite one, though, is it, Lyra? It's not our favorite
The
one.
Tetris logo, I know that I see it in so many places, but it just reminds me of Tetris Friends. I feel like that's where I saw that logo the most. And then you have that. Yeah. That one's cute, too. That was more like minimalist design.
Oh, you've got it all boxed and ready to ship to me. Thank you, Austin. I really appreciate that. It's nice. You'll pay the $80 of shipping, right? Thank you. Fantastic. Hyperkin's a great product. I think that they do really good stuff. And their designs are just beautiful. So feel free to go pick that up. You can buy them right now. Austin, links in the chats maybe if people go pick that stuff up.
Speaking of chat, thank you, Haunt Nog, for the raid.
Oh, lovely. I've got so many water balls.
Yeah, you do.
I like water. It tastes good.
We were arguing about this before the stream. Anyways, So we are getting another match ready. I will have to look over to the bracket. I'm not quite sure what the match is.
Should be from the Masters bracket, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, from the Masters bracket. So we will be seeing the higher rated players. It's a very different game at the higher levels. It's interesting how much the meta shifts for the boss picks.
Yeah, we're probably going to see a lot of Capricorn, Sagittarius. We might see Area 3 again, and who knows, we might even see like a couple of Area 2, maybe Scorpio with the speed. It depends on your opponents. And already we have some very recognizable players.
Yeah, I see
Nobody, Mitsu. Oh
Mitsu.
my gosh. Yeah, some really good players. So this is going to be exciting. Some community regulars. Zav is taking boss, and they're playing Pisces. Oh, this could be spicy. Spicy Pisces. God, this water tastes great. Love water. Who invented this stuff? All right, so Mitsu in slot 1. It looks like waiting on the rest of the team players to flow on in. And yes, Lightrod, it's currently 36 degrees in my office. And I am boiling, but it's well worth it.
It's Sarah's also 36 degrees. Yeah, similar in New York, Fahrenheit.
I don't have an aircon, so I'm just in a hot boiling room. It's real bad, but it's worth it to see Sarah playing Connected Versus. Wow.
Yeah, so a lot of the players will have their preferred spot. Sometimes, like me, it is because it's your favorite color, but there is a little bit of strategy between the spot choices.
Yes, there is. And there's certain very weird Tetris effecty things. Player 1, of course, is the first player to place pieces, so you want to be fast there. Player 2 is usually the cleanest and center, and it can be the place where you coordinate moving pieces between the 3 boards. And player 3 has graphic artifacts that you need to think about, which sometimes you want to be the player who adapts to that, which is like me. I know all those graphical glitches. I can work around them. So there's a lot of really weird things with this game that you got to think about.
Yeah, and so our team names here, the boss team is Team. Thank you very much for that team name. Team. Then the team that is playing Team is Apple Orchard. So sorry for any confusion around that. We will try our best to make it clear who we're talking about. So this match is loading up here.
So the team is in the boss slot, and Apple Orchard is in the team slot. That's great.
That's great. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for messing with us. And we have a loading screen. This is some intense gameplay. Will we see a 5th spin? That's gonna be big if we get that. We do see a 5th spin. Will we get a 6th? Yes, we do. Wow.
Sometimes it just takes a bit. Sometimes the game needs to just like take a pause, make sure everything's okay. I mean, the more people you have in a lobby, the more likely this is to happen. So we may just pop back over for a sec as they do set up that new lobby. I'd love to see Shen with the mouse cursor. Frustrated. I
love the comment in chat, loading, but who is this loading and what have they done with our lobby? But yeah, I mean, I want to get this game underway because I personally know a lot of these players. Actually, all 4 of the people that were going into the game, I've seen all of them played. I've seen all of them play. I've VC'd with a few of them. They're all lovely, and they know this game really well. They know exactly how to play. It's just going to be who executes perfectly.
Yes, I expect to see some good zone play, some good coordination. These people are definitely in a call, like fully communicating on everything. They've totally debriefed. They've gone over their strategies. They've gone over their like boss picks ahead of time. You're going to see the team members giving the boss information like in real time. Yeah, so.
Oh, it's going to be good. You and I are like kind of hyped for this.
I'm really excited. Dude, I love the fact that this tournament is a thing. I like when they did this bracket last year for the first time. I was so excited because this game mode it's so unique. It is my favorite. I play every Saturday. I love it.
Literally,
so much.
I have an alarm on my phone. It goes off at 10 p.m. and the alarm is just in capital letters CVS Day. And that's been on my phone for 2 years. Every night and on Saturday at 10 p.m. I go on the game, I get my avatar, and I play CVS the next day. It is awesome. And the match is beginning in...
We're trying to load. Yeah, it'll do its thing. But
Give it
if
a go.
you are looking for a way to boost the overall SR on your account, maybe you are looking to unlock more avatars, I highly recommend taking a look at Connected Versus. I
Yes.
would say that I see a lot of people whose Connected Versus rating is like 2,000 over their zone battle rating, myself included.
Austin, your cursor. It tells us everything we need to know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do you want to do the tracing? Can you make it to the next gap?
Wait. This is like an aim trainer. What?
It's
like,
the you know that thing you play where you got to like thread the metal circle through like the electrified sort of path. If
Oh
you hit it,
yeah.
it zaps
Operator.
You. Yeah, that.
Operator.
Yeah, operator. Yeah.
Ooh, Sean's got some really straight mouse lines for us. Ooh.
Oh no way! Does he go back around? No way!
Oh!
Oh my god! Oh. This is 14 KSR right now.
Okay,
this is what
so
14
okay, so I think now that we are sitting here, I think I do realize that maybe the issue with this lobby is the one person from Singapore.
Maybe it could be the Singapore player. We don't know. We don't know for sure, but maybe. So, in the meantime, do we want to talk about Digital Eclipse, Lyra?
Sure.
Digital Eclipse, the creators of Tetris Forever, the newest Tetris game, which has a variety of different game modes from across the years, and a great documentary, all synced up with that gameplay and a big timeline for you to explore. It is beautiful. I really think that they've hit it on the head with the documentary aspect. It is a good watch and pretty insightful as to the original creation of the game.
Yeah, in the game itself, I am one who really likes unconventional Tetris game modes. That's why I love Connected Versus, and there are some very interesting game modes in here if you like all the different selection that's in Tetris Effect Connected. This game also has its own selection.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm going to be brutally honest. Hatris is the best game mode in this game. Hatris is the best game mode in this game, hands down. If you wanna legally play Hatris, this is the way to do it. Austin, you played Hatris on the last stream, didn't you? I remember you playing a bit of Hatris.
Yeah, and as a former Hatris World Championship player, I think it was one of the best demonstrations you could have of Hatris. So if you are looking for high-level gameplay, be sure to watch last week's VOD.
Yeah, it was fire. There was some hype there. Dude, that crown clear, oh, that one got me going.
Yeah, Tetris has had some very niche mainline games over the years, so it's nice to see those highlighted.
Yeah. So I believe that you can pick this game up right now on Steam. I'm not sure what other platforms it's exactly available on, but you can get it and it's available right now. Go check it out. Look at this. Hatris! Let's go! Love Hatris. What can I say? I like hats. They're cool.
I like that the menu kind of looks like Super Mario All-Stars or like some arcade game.
Yeah, it actually looks a lot like Tetris Forever as well. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. It's cool though. It's like and the bombs, by the way. Can we talk about the bomb?
The bomb mode is really interesting. I have never seen this one before.
It might be my genuine favorite. I think it is a really good gimmicky sort of game mechanic. It's something that I would definitely try to recreate in my own stuff down the road. It's really fun.
Yeah, Wiley has a notebook of different gimmick Tetris game modes that he would make, and I'm sure that he is going to be able to pull stuff from this for it.
Don't get me started on the book. We don't talk about the book.
When he visited New York, he was literally talking about that 5 times a day. He would just pull out the book to anybody who would listen.
I like the book. It's got all my cool ideas.
Oh,
and we're gonna have a
let's
third attempt.
see.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm.
2, 1.
Sarah giving us all the emotes for good luck.
We will not talk about the book, Lightrod. Now is the time for the epic gameplay. That's French for epic gameplay. Let's do this. We have a loading screen.
We're in.
Let's
okay,
go!
So let's go. This is Pisces. Now, if you are only familiar with the Connected campaign, you're going to think, why are they playing Pisces? This is the first boss in game. This is the worst one. No.
It's one of the best ones. It is meta,
one of the best
gentlemen.
ones. All right, so we see the boss getting off to a little bit of a slow start, not even attacking in that first phase at all. Those players are able to get that first zone pretty quickly. You see no cascade.
Material on the board. A lot of material on the board. They were prepared for this. However, the boss has already got 3 defense orbs, which has already cancelled 30 of the incoming attack. The team needs to act fast, and that's a lot of misdrops that are going to require a lot of purple pieces.
Yes, this is where the purple pieces come in, and the players are going to try to be stacking fast, but stacking clean, and there are some misdrops here, but you can see the coordination. Andrew trying to IRS the piece over into that little well. I usually say that that's a later problem. All right, and so when the players are stacking very quickly, a little bit of desync will cause them to place pieces on top of each other. So I think that this zone is going to end at 17. Unless,
I don't think they clear that.
Wait, that counts. That doesn't lock you out. Yeah,
wait,
counts.
they actually get 18, don't they?
No. Oh.
No. 115 attacks, 17 in only 2
and that only goes in as 3. And now it's Pisces time, baby. I hope you guys are ready, because Pisces is such an interesting boss in just how slowly it kills you. Your board just becomes slowly less and less habitable, and you just keep getting pushed up, and then you look and you're like, how did I get here? Like, you're dead, and like, you have no idea how it happened. Like,
and not to mention, Area 1 has one of the strongest stalling blitzes that slows the team down in the form of soft drop, which is currently active. The players are forced to soft drop. They cannot hard drop for a set amount of time. That is one of the greatest blitzes you can send, because no matter what, the team is capped at a certain speed. Right now, again, Pop Out is going to pull out some of their meters, and look at Sarah's board, devastated.
So this boss is one of the most punishing in terms of upstacking on your board. That's why a lot of players are, like, myself included, not necessarily the best zone battlers. If you can survive, you're a great player in this game mode. However,
this game mode is
we do
purely
see
survival.
efficiency. We do see Andrew setting up this STSD. Andrew here has over half of the team's meter charge.
The boss is doing
Andrew, this is risky. Andrew, okay, I'm glad that, yeah, exactly.
Bump up, combined with Pop Out, they have no lines they can clear.
This is what I mean about your board becoming uninhabitable. It's that pop in, pop out. If you just have a pop in at the top of the board, it can be instant death. And look at the boss here. Board's clean.
The boss is right down
There's
low.
nothing.
We're definitely going to be seeing a phase 3, and 6 lines on Cascade. Not bad, but also not great. The team needs to act fast, because the boss, actually I say this, but the boss is in a bit of a problematic state right now. That's not great.
Yeah, they're down stacking through it. We do see, all right, getting back into that 9-0 space. Kaidon, nice. So when we talk about this 9-0, when we talk about preferring Tetrises, one of the things that we have to keep into consideration here is that there's only one piece preview. Now, if you're not very used to Tetris, you may not think that it's a huge deal to have one piece preview versus 4. It's a huge deal. I will say, though, unlike Classic, you will have kind of the feeling of 7-bag. So I think everybody will be feeling that. I think this is a 19.
The team gets a 17, 105,
that is
a little bit faster than last time, and they send 5 lines of attack. I can't count very well.
That's okay. Tetris players can't count above 4. We all know that.
No, definitely not. The boss is preparing for a plethora of attacks here. It looks like
Sarah
is completely.
What is she
Sarah,
doing?
you need to get down quickly, because this boss does not like high stacks. If there's a popping pop out coming, they are doomed. Oh no!
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. She's actually okay. that was best case scenario for her.
Yeah, but it's not gonna get any easier. Soft Drop is gonna limit what she can do here. And Mitsu also with a couple of bad rain spawns. Bump up. Sarah might be dead here.
Yep, and that's that greed. That's that greed right there. Is Sarah got too high up on the board, wanted to go for a giant combo down stack, and that is it. And now all of a sudden, the team has to try to fill the meter with only 2 of them.
One down.
Okay, the one good part about soft drop, if you're on the team, is if you're at the top of the board, that's not going to affect you as much.
No, it's not. Although that popping is definitely going to affect a couple of them.
Yeah, this is why I say everything is fine until it isn't with this boss. All of a sudden, you have a plan, and it's just gone.
And now I think Andrew's the last one alive. He's rotating the piece to buy a little more time, but it's not going to work.
Yeah.
He's gone, 1 to go.
And then we saw that in those previous rounds, Andrew was the highest contributor, yet all of a sudden, who's important right now? It's Mitsu. Okay.
I don't see this going well. They need to survive until Sarah gets back in, then they're officially death cycling.
Ooh, and that's
That
not what you
rain
get.
is gonna
That's
end
game.
it.
That's game. That is Pisces gameplay for you. That's what you have to be like on team. You have to play perfect against someone who knows how to use those attacks and identify when you're vulnerable.
Honestly, Zav played near flawlessly. That was fantastic.
That was
then a bit of a
gorgeous.
shaky,
No.
bit of a shaky defense in that second phase there. But
That before boss
otherwise,
attack is insane.
yeah, that was great. Well done to Zav. And now we're going to see either Mitsu, Sarah, or Andrew in the driver's seat.
Ooh.
This is going to be a great second game.
I feel like Andrew has the highest speed. I would assume they would put him in there. And I want to see what their boss pick is.
I'm going to anticipate something in Area 3 or 4. I think Andrew, I don't see them play often, but I'm going to probably suspect an Area 4 boss.
Are they just going
also-
Pisces?
Are they going Pisces as well? Are we going to see reverse Pisces?
Back? Honestly,
No
I would
way.
say Pisces is one of the easiest bosses to play. I would say that other bosses take a lot more screen watching, and that if you just want to go fast, honestly, I recommend Pisces. Pisces is okay. So yeah, Andrew showed us why he went for this boss. It's because he likes the spinning fish 7TV
The spinning
emote.
fish.
The
I
spinning
will
fish
say,
emote.
Lyra-
So he's choosing his boss off of his favorite 7TV emote.
And here we go. Now again, we mentioned...
And he's doing the H opener! Andrew, why are you doing this?
H cannon, here we go!
H
Okay,
cannon.
Andrew!
Yes, so this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so players, once they have access to 7-bag, they have access to their openers that they used previously. PCO is a very popular one. Andrew is just the connoisseur of niche openers, okay? That's just like his favorite thing to do, and I love seeing it.
And you know what? Damn, he does it well. Beautiful.
He does. He
Here we
does.
have an upstack from the players, just placing a bunch of pieces, a pretty good cascade, clearing no lines. Player 3, Tetra Rip. Tetra Rip? Tetra Pit. I can't read very well
It's
either,
okay.
apparently. They leave column 10 open, so that there's no lines on cascade. And look at this, beautiful, a lot of material on the
Great
board.
coordination here. So this team is
Yeah.
going a little bit slower, but I would expect them to have a higher zone clear. They look a lot more coordinated. But, you know, sometimes the speed is more important than the coordination, right? Like, because it's all about how much the boss can defend in that time.
Exactly
Speaking
right.
of
If you can
what,
pull
the
up-
boss, Andrew, what are you doing?
Andrew needs to get down
Andrew,
quickly
we need
because
to
this
not
attack
do
might be
that.
substantial. They have 18. I think they have a 19 as well, you know. Oh, unfortunately, I think that nobody couldn't quite get the pieces in order they need to. There might have been a solve there. We'll never know. I'm not going to go back and watch it. And we
Alright,
have a first
so-
big pop in.
Yeah, there's our pop in. So you're going to notice that Andrew is a lot more upstacked than the last boss was after the first zone. Andrew is going to switch into defense while these players are on soft drop, and that's what you were talking about with this being one of the easiest blitzes in the game to do that.
Exactly right. I think it's an easy blitz, but Lyra, I take issue with what you said earlier. I think Pisces isn't the easiest boss to play in the game. I think that honor actually goes to the Tetramidian, which we'll get into that later if we see it. But Pisces isn't exactly
I
a
will
walk in the
fully
park.
disagree with you. I will fight you
Really?
on that, but that's okay. I'll fight you when we get there.
Spicy! Yeah,
Okay.
no, we'll fight when we get there.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we have quite a few rough board states coming up here.
Yeah,
Oh,
nobody
dear.
is getting a decent down stack here, getting some T-spin doubles. Tetra Pip is also in a good spot. I mean, they have their down stacks going. Like,
Oh my
they're
God,
not
actually,
about
nobody
to die
a-
with one more.
Nobody
ring.
with a 6 combo on that down stack there, bringing their board nice and low. And honestly, the team's 2/3 of the way there. If they can just keep their survival up and keep their boards relatively low, we could see a second team zone here pretty quickly.
But that was a very well-timed attack from Andrew there. We do see these players slowed down, their board's not ideal, and this ringen is also going to be not ideal. And ooh, look at that misdrop on Zab's board. I think that's just like an odd piece locking in, but not the best situation. They're gonna make this zone though. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so Andrew is now down to 4 rows. There were some mistakes as he was playing in zone last time.
Oh, he's fast. Look at his speed, though.
Yeah, so this is where we're gonna hope that Andrew's speed comes in, and now he's, yeah. So this is why. Okay.
Wait, the team is so fast here. Look at the speed
team
from the
is so
team. 12 lines.
fast. Yeah.
12 lines in like it's like 6 seconds.
Tetris is Andrew. This is
Wowee.
okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, thank you
Wait,
for
the team is
all
crazy.
spins.
Wait, the team is crazy. Wait a minute. 17 lines in half the zone. If they just finish it out quickly, this could do a heck of a lot of damage here. Oh my god. Is that a 19?
No, 19 there. 110 attack
110.
though. Okay, survivable. Okay, so Andrew knows how to work with this. Is not in defense. I like that. Immediately switching into defense, I feel like can be very natural as an instinct. But I would recommend just sending one blitz and then going straight into defense.
That's honestly, I think, some of the best advice I've ever heard when it comes to CVS. I think that honestly, you need to get that first attack in before you start defending, because the team will just sprint ahead and run away with the win. You gotta get that first defense in to slow them down, to buy yourself time to get low rather than just legging it. And here we go. Andrew already burning through about 4 lines of attack here, sent by the team, getting his board down about halfway, but the team already passed a quarter. Andrew's gonna need to get a bit more aggressive soon.
Right, but just as we watched in that last round, this boss can kill so quickly. It is such a balancing act. Ooh, that mess drop from Andrew, not great, but at least he's got that. It's fine.
I think he's got that. He looked,
He is fine.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Right. And there's more chaos going to these boards.
More
right
rain.
Now, we're seeing these players play a lot more safe than we saw last round. Maybe these players have a bit more experience being on team. But Andrew does know what he's doing in terms of just going fast.
Andrew just needs to keep sending attack here, because the thing with Pisces is that it modifies your board so much. It just gives the players a bit more messing around, a bit more slowing them down as they have to stop and think and reevaluate their decision making.
Right, and
right
Andrew
here,
going full attack here. I agree with this. At 3/4 full, Andrew going full attack here. I love to see it.
we could see a death here from Tetra Pip. Tetra Pip, yeah, that's the name. I got it right finally.
Pip. Just say Pip.
Pip it is. We might see a death here from them. They are still alive technically, but I don't see many options for them. They haven't got the right pieces coming in at the right time.
Right, and if you only have 2 players in that zone, it is way less easy to do damage. So if Andrew can just get a kill on 1 player here, they've defended enough from their board that they could see living another zone.
The team is so
Yes, and
so
this
close.
is how this boss kills, is just like this.
The team just needs like maybe 10 lines of attack.
I don't know if Zav is gonna make it. Andrew, you got this.
Are
I
we
want
gonna
to
see
see it go to the
the tiebreaker?
decider. That's the thing, is I want to see the decider.
Are we gonna see a decider here? Nobody just needs to survive a little bit longer. They're gonna go for the stall strats, but with
They're going
that
for the
many cons in the
stall
way.
strats. Ooh,
I
yeah,
don't think that's
'cause
the play.
your choices when you're in this situation that nobody's in is to either A, try to get one of your teammates back in, or B, just finish that zone. And I don't see either. Yeah, I think they could have maybe finished the zone, but that was not
don't think
easy.
that was the play,
That was an
yeah.
uphill battle, even if they did finish the zone
Yeah.
there. But you know
GG,
what that
Andrew.
means?
It's
Decider time! Dude, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see what they say, what they play. Oh,
This could be an interesting one. I assume Andrew might take the reins here on a decider. They're pretty proficient in all the game modes, really. We have them really good in Classic. Yeah. They're pretty good in Score Attack. Seen them in there a lot. And of course, they're a king of zone battle, performing more curbs than even the Star sometimes. So, we'll see how they go. Meanwhile, the other team, not sure who will take in there, but I'm sure they'll.
I mean,
they'll
we
put a
did
bit
see
of a
some
fight.
pretty good gameplay from them. I mean, they were a very experienced team. Like they knew the team play. They had the game knowledge, I would say, more so than the other team. But I would say that Connected Versus is the most game knowledge dependent game mode.
Yeah, the entry barrier to that higher level is way higher. When it comes to all the other game modes, you do not need to coordinate with other people. It's purely your gameplay, nothing else. Sure, we have macro play in terms of watching the opponent, but now you need to watch everyone else and work with them. That's a lot harder. There's a lot to ask of just matchmaking. Thankfully, you can pick your teammates in this one, and you can really hone in on that coordination. So, yeah, it's really cool. It's an awesome game mode.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I love it.
I'm not surprised that we have to go to deciders. I feel like there are some bosses that are just like, it feels impossible to beat them. Like
There are
some
some
players,
crazy
I
ones.
see them on the other side of the board, and I'm like, there's nothing I can do. I'm sorry. Like
There are some notable ones. You've got you've got the Do Remis, you've got the Akashi Rabos, you've got the Zins, They're all pretty crazy. Then you have some more niche players. Like I think SB is a really good example of someone who's
amazing
honed
boss
a couple
player.
of bosses. Yeah, especially their Capricorn. We love you, SB. Hi in chat. Your Capricorn is yes, Shocky's crazy. Yoshi Sagittarius is incredible. I can't believe they're only 13.2k in ranked. They are an incredible boss to verse. Maybe just this is the chicanery.
Yeah, I see WTK
system.
on the other side of the board.
WTK.
I'm like, oh, I'm screwed. I should just go home.
You
know how good Espeon is, and this is definitely not because I'm bad, but because Espeon is good. Is I lost a game to Espeon with Akashi Robo on my team. Definitely not because I'm bad. No, Espeon's really good. I swear.
SP's great, but like, what? SP took down Akashi Robo. That's
definitely not my fault.
Insane.
I had nothing to do with it. I wasn't there.
Yeah, no, there's a hole in my shirt. The heck? Sorry, I just looked in my.
So we're going back to score attack here. We're going back to score attack. Okay, we have nobody versus Andrew.
Hey Austin, do you mind if I go change my shirt? That's
just
a big hole in my
Just go. Be quick. Just go.
Wait, okay, I got this. Andrew, just wait in my
All
way.
right. So I have no idea why Andrew's on a tier 2 account. Do you just only play tournaments and not ranked? No, I've definitely played him in ranked. Okay, I don't even know. This might be a new account. So I don't know how much ST stacking these players know. I would expect for us to see some freestyle stacking, which that's going to be very similar to the boss play you were seeing, but players can get a lot more creative with their setups when they have 4-piece preview. So let's see what start speed they agree on here. I would not be surprised if they were to go for a 15.
I actually would suspect a 20 because I think nobody knows that Andrew's really good at ST stacking.
Okay, then we are going to see some ST. Okay, so
we're going to see ST.
Yeah, okay. So one of the interesting things you'll see with ST stacking is going to be, it's so interesting to watch the players like just wiggle the pieces back and forth. There's so much that goes into this. The beginning of it is actually pretty difficult to set up, but once you get the pattern stacking going, okay, it's tough. No. We've abandoned it. That's entirely understandable.
They might try and pick it back up. In fact, nobody's still looking for that pattern, but it's going to be hard to find. Like that opener was a really difficult one. There is always a way to do it. There is a one for every combination, but unfortunately, players couldn't execute it.
Spin doesn't work in this game.
No, it doesn't. You got to know your SRS, guys. Come on. Come on.
All right, so now we see these players going towards the freestyle stacking. I would say, there we go. See Andrew with the, that was a T-spin single out of a triple setup. Okay, both of these players, they know their stuff when it comes to stacking. They know how to play this game flashy, and we see Andrew doing what I talked about before with using that entire board. If you're a bit more unfulfamiliar to Tetris, you may think, okay, this player's at the top of their board. That means that they're having a bad
Andrew,
time.
nice donation.
No, it's because in versus, you want to stay low on your board because your opponent is sending attacks from the bottom. But when the board is all yours, you might as well just use all of your real estate, right?
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. There's no real reason to, you don't have to worry about attack. So why worry about how high you are? As long as you're just staying efficient, go as high as you want. It's free real estate.
And so we see Andrew with a bit more of the flashy stacking where nobody is a bit more of what I would call normal human being stacking. But it's still good.
Here we have Andrew stacking on top of his material. Dirty stacking, as they say. Right now he's pulling ahead by 120,000. There's no real line difference. It's just efficiency right now. Nobody's going to need to really put on the accelerator here and start putting down some T-spins they want to catch back up because Andrew's continuing to T-spin.
Right, and if you care about, if you sacrifice your board state here. Oh, are we STing?
Andrew was STing, I think, for a moment there. In fact, yeah, Andrew's found ST on the other side of the board.
He found it! On the wrong side of the board, but he found it!
On the wrong side! And look, nobody found it! Nobody found it as well!
No, wait, no, they also found it!
They just switched sides. That's great.
So when it comes to ST stacking, this is what's considered to be the easiest way to set up a high number of T-spin doubles in high gravity. That's the important aspect, is the in high gravity here. And so you're going to see this pattern stacking that we were talking about right here. This is the less favored side of the board to do it on. So players kind of have to reverse their thinking a little bit when they're doing like this, but it seems like nobody knows what they're doing. So they might actually be able to come back. Like if nobody is able to find and keep this ST stack, then that is far and away their best chance to come back.
nobody might have put that L back there in the wrong spot because now they have a bit of a weird board state.
Right.
They're gonna need 2 very quick eye pieces in succession here.
There they are.
There's one, and there's the other, and there's the extra L they need,
Yeah.
and they're back in action.
Yeah,
Going back with the original ST, as people are pointing out in chat, which is great. They're getting a little bit high. They could do with a Tetris at some point. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But okay. This is, like I said, I was going to recommend that they use more of their board space, and look what they're doing. They're using more of their board space.
You are 1000% correct. Well done.
Thank you.
You know what? You're welcome. This is great. I'm feeling great. I'm loving watching this. Andrew's
right.
lost ST stack long ago.
Yeah, but he has the freestyle. He has the pizzazz. Like, this is
He has the pizzazz!
Okay,
Yes!
and nobody may have lost their ST stack a little bit, but you know what they gained?
Respect.
The lead.
Okay,
The lead! Look, they're in front now!
Here we go. We have officially exited Speed 20. We are now progressing up the speeds. It's going to get fast here. We're at level 21 and 22. When we get to level 25, the player's going to start to lose control of their pieces as literally the log delay is getting faster than they can think. So we'll see how they go, how far they can get into this game. I know Andrew can play Speed 28, which means nobody has quite a high quota to reach here. And already we can see that Andrew is down 60,000 points. Nobody is being really efficient here.
Nobody is finding those T-spin doubles here. The higher we get into those speeds, the more points those get here. All right, finding a Tetris, not breaking back-to-back, I want to point out.
Oh, this is real good.
No,
in fact,
like, yeah.
we just saw nobody go for a, they just went for a mini T-spin that didn't clear any lines. Those still score points. Not clearing lines, but getting a T-spin mini. Oh, the donation! Sorry, you take over, Lyra. My heart's going insane.
What's going on the other side of the board is that Andrew was actually able to find a little bit of ST stacking. I don't know if it's enough, though, but finding that strategy, I don't know. This is so intense. I mean, this is the freestyle versus the ST.
That was a very fast down stack.
That was a really good down stack. And I mean, yeah, like you said, we expect Andrew to play really well at those high speeds. We're getting this. Oh, we are greeting for the T-spin double donation instead of the T-spin single donation from Andrew. Every single T-spin counts at this point, and both players know it.
You know, nobody's starting to lose control here. This is what I mean by the speed difference. Andrew's comfortable on these higher speeds. Nobody seems to be starting to lose control.
I mean, they were handling 25 pretty well.
They were, but the difference between 25 and 27 is pretty great, and Speed 28 is a massive kick up again. They are 7 lines away from that, trying to keep control here, but they are more than 2/3 of the way up the board. This is not great for them. Andrew's 97,000 points ahead, though, while they have the lead. Sorry, behind,
Andrew's,
my bad.
Yeah. So it looks like nobody's about to top out here. Let's see if Andrew can get this high gravity chase down going. That's a T-spin single.
He needs 2 T-spins to do it. Just 2. But he's losing control. He's 1 line away from Speed 29, which I believe is 101 milliseconds.
No!
And they're not going to get it. Nobody takes the game and wins their team the match.
What? Dude, 1.4 versus 1.3 million is insane.
8.5 thousand line average. Wow.
Ooh, wow. Okay, that was really a beautiful decider to see. Dude, that was so cool.
That was sick. Oh my god. Well done to both players. Great game.
Nobody immediately types in chat in all caps. That was very scary.
Oh my god. I bet it was. Wow. That was an incredible matchup, guys.
Oh
Andrew
my god,
and well done.
Like, so well played. I think the hardest part of that game mode is just keeping your cool. And both players did such a good job with that. It takes so much to like go back and forth and find that ST stack and get out of it.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to do. And so
it's being able to improvise when things go wrong. Unless you're Shocky, then you're just perfect. But when things go wrong, it's being able to improvise and maintain that efficiency. While you're not quite sure what's going on, eventually you want to try and get back to that ST, but until then, you need to keep calm, keep cool, stay with the speed, and just score. That was so good, guys. Well done. Wow. Oh, that was sick. Eating a banana.
Yeah, so Team Apple Orchard does take that set. We will continue. I think that we are going to follow the pattern of going back down to the amateur bracket. So we will see things. I don't know. It's different. Like I love that the metas are so different. And when you talk about like boss meta. It's so different in different skill levels of the game.
Yeah, we're just vibing. It's great. We're seeing a lot of different players around the community coming together and just having a grand old time. However, I believe it's time for another ad. Hey, Austin, bit of a yeah, Ampex collectible Tetris coins. Heck yeah, guys. These I believe are for. I believe that the tournament winners get these as well, which is pretty cool. But you can purchase them at http://ampex.com/ if you want to, of course.
You
Austin,
forgot the www.
we did that. Yeah. Who needs that? Who needs that? The World Wide Web. We know where it is. We know what it's on. Austin, you've got a couple of these in your possession. Do you want to tell us the legendary story about these?
Sure. So this coin in particular predicted every match wrong last year, and it is it had to have been like 0-7 or 0-8, but this year it is
really
2-0
impressive.
correct. So
It's 2-0 so far. Nice.
Yes. Do we want to flip it for this next match?
Yeah. So who's up?
Team Mediocre Plus. That's a great name. And then Midnight Rain.
Like that team name.
Midnight Rain.
Okay, those are both banger team names.
So I guess let's do heads, or Tetris title screen for Midnight Rain will win, and tails, Mediocre Plus will win. No, this is a hard coin to flip, so I might botch it. Let's see. Ooh. So I believe Mediocre Plus is going to be our winner if this holds correct.
Dude, the coin just hit your mic. That was so good.
Oh, I'm seeing white dots in my vision, dude. That's funny. Okay, so
yeah, well, let's see how the coin does. Yeah,
we have our predictions. Speaking of predictions, over on Twitch, I don't know who's managing the Twitch, but maybe do a prediction for this. See if we can do channel point shenanigans. It's up to you guys. But right now we have Tab. I can't read the names you keep moving around, guys. What do you want from me?
I recognize Tab. I think Tab is
Matthew
an Aries name.
Matthew is here 21, JC, Buttered V, Tav, Nokino, and Alimander. I don't recognize many of these players except for Tav. Tav's quite an active
I know
player.
Nokino.
Oh, you know Nokino? Okay, cool, cool.
Yeah.
I don't fully recognize a lot of them, but Tav is quite active in ranked around their level, like every weekend, just like us. So
I mean, I know that they're an Aries main. I see that name and it is usually in green, and usually I am scared. So yeah, I would, if they play boss, I would expect to see that.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. I love this game mode. I know you love it as well, Lyra. It's such a fun, weird little thing.
I don't know why anyone could hate on this game mode. Like,
it's
come
just
on,
so much fun.
Get on the leaderboards. Get on there Saturday mornings, dude.
Yeah, Sundays if you're in my time zone. I will say this. It can be goofy. It can be as goofy as you want it to be, because obviously all the abilities and blitzes, they're weird, but have fun with it. If you want to take it seriously, you can. If you want to have fun with friends, it is the all-purpose game mode. It embolizes. Is that the word? Embolizes?
I don't know what that word is actually used for.
Okay, let's choose a different word then. It embodies everything we love about this game. There we go. Another one that starts with EM.
Yeah,
it's a great game mode for a great game. You can get TEC right now on all the platforms. It's on sale on Nintendo Switch till December 1st. Go pick it up, gamers. Go on.
You sound like a ghost. Like you're like, woo.
Ooh,
yeah,
the game is on sale.
So, okay. Hey, did I not say it?
You literally
Did I not say it? I knew it. I know what I'm talking about here.
You know Tav inside and out. How do they usually play? You've seen them play before, right?
I mean, I would say Aries is a very specific play style. It's not like different play styles. Like, there's not like multiple ways to play Aries.
As one way to play. And how is that, Lyra? I'm sure we'll see in a second.
Okay. So the thing about the Area 3 bosses is it takes a lot to charge the meter, but once you do, the attacks are very disruptive. So that's the biggest thing you're going to see here.
I actually went through Enhancer's Twitter history recently and retweeted a bunch of Tetris tips posted a couple of years ago. And there are different categories depending on the area. And like you said, Area 3 bosses, they take a while to charge their meter, but they're strong and they're consistent. Also, the blitzers tend to force the team to stall a lot more, which I think makes up for that time duration of charging up the meter. And if Tab knows how to play that, then he might be a very strong boss indeed.
Yeah, and so we see them starting off with that is Ares' signature attack is that invert, which right there, it's not doing too much to these players' boards, but you can probably see how that can get so disruptive so quickly. We see these players coordinating on JC, having the well here. We love to see the coordination right there, getting that side well, getting everybody ready to go and see. You have to be comfortable just creating a couple of holes in your board because you know you're going to get those purple pieces. I believe they're approximately 1 in 5 at this point in the game, but they get less common later on.
I did not know that. That's interesting to know,
I could
actually
be completely wrong. I just know that they get more rare as we go.
You know, Lyra, I'm going to trust your impeccable memory.
I
Roughly
would
1 in
not trust
5,
me.
maybe more, maybe less. However, they're all playing great regardless of the amount of purple pieces they're getting. At the end of the day, you need to play fast. Don't be afraid to make those holes like you said, and just fill up that fill up the board as quick as possible. And they're doing that right now. However, let's take a look at Taz. Really clean board. I believe that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defense orbs.
Wow.
So this is not going to do a lot of damage to them.
Yes, that team did build up that high zone, but you know, it takes a little bit of time to coordinate there. It's not easy to do. And I would expect Tab to put down some really good damage here.
Lyron's actually said that you are correct on the
Yes,
Domino.
let's go.
See,
I
your memory
correct
impeccable
info for once. I usually don't.
No,
right.
Impeccable memory for you, Lyra. As always.
No, but okay. So Tab is getting this attack out. A little bit of freestyle stacking on the board, going for the down stack here. But they know how to use this Ares, like I said, very experienced player. And the team is just about a quarter of the way through their meter. That did not have an invert in it, which means the next one probably will. But you can see that it takes a lot more to charge those up.
Yeah, I mean, like, everyone's playing really well here. This is smooth gameplay. Although Budded, the names are so small. Budded is already about 2/3 of the way up the board. JC is still dealing with that previous invert they had.
Right, this next invert could be very disruptive.
The next. And the yucky.
Yeah. So this is what Ares gameplay is all about, is that right there. And as you see those players starting to deal with it, that is when Tab is just switching into defense here, preparing for this next zone.
Yeah, frankly, that was a great time to defend as well. They've gone back into attack. Gonna see if they can do some more damage. Maybe kill red? I don't know. They're waiting for this T-piece, but it may not come. Instead, they send an attack.
Little combo wide.
Plus a bump up.
Ooh, the players just barely get that ding. They are ready to go here. It is time for the next zone.
This might have been a detriment here. Actually going for that attack, that bump up, has given the players a little bit more material going into this zone. Already at 10 in 2 seconds flat.
Yes, but 8 of that was Cascade, and so 8 of that does the 5/12 damage as other line clears would. I'm also going to point out that unlike in zone battle, your efficiency in zone does not matter. It does not matter if you are clearing singles. It does not matter if you are clearing T-spin triples. It's just about the number of lines that you clear and how many of those were from the initial Cascade.
In line with the survival feel of this game mode, doesn't matter, just clear lines. That's all that matters here. The team is on 18, 105, beautiful.
Yes. Yeah, that puts Tab pretty high up on the board, but an experienced boss player is able to play from that part of the board. They are used to it. They have the experience, and I expect them to excel in this
and they have a
situation.
Tetris. They are trying to send an attack, but like we said, it takes a while to send.
It takes a while. Yeah, so we mentioned the strategy earlier about, okay, you probably want to send an attack. Don't let the team get those clean boards built up. And in Area 3, that is so much harder.
It really is.
If this was Area 1, they would have had 2 attacks out by now. But
yeah, no, easy. We have a bump up plus an invert. And that has messed up all 3 of the players' boards. Look at that. We have a washing machine hiding in Matt is here's board. What is that?
Yeah, so one of the strategies, if you are on team trying to deal with this type of blitz, I highly recommend trying to skim your stack down. Worry about the lines that are on top instead of trying to, throw your eyepieces into a well that is way far down. I think that's a very important strategy for Sagittarius, but it works well here as well.
No, that's really good advice, frankly. It's important to be adapting to everything you get sent, and the best way to do that is just by skimming, clearing out the big debris you get at the top. Invert works like that. It tends to create some sort of a box shape around your stack. So maybe work around that and just skim off the top.
Right, and this is an odd situation as the team is at about 3/4 meter and Tav has not been able to kill any of them yet. It looks like Buttered V is up at the top of the board. Do you know who else is at the top of the board right now?
Tav! Their board is a disaster. Although Blue, if they can just get a couple more attacks out, maybe send this attack right now.
Is so down to the wire right here with this, because I don't know if they get a decent 3-person zone here, which I mean, look at the full well on JC's board.
Although red, not a lot. Yeah, red is going to leave the well open, but there's not a lot of material there. They're going to have to place all of that in the zone.
All right, so they may give the boss some time here to work on this, but this is not an easy board. Like,
no, Tav's board is a bit of a travesty, if you ask me. Misdrop
again.
Misdrop,
yeah. This is a tough situation to be in.
Yeah, it looks like we might have a game ending here coming up. I worry about this. I'm really worried for him.
Oh,
another misdrop.
Yeah, this is scary. And this,
Fractal?
I mean, there's a fractal, but we're not going to say that's honestly, taking fractals with a half board on One Piece preview, I wouldn't do it.
Frankly, if the team ended their zone right now, it would be a win.
Yeah, I think it's still. Yeah.
That's game.
That was close.
Yeah.
Even though that player really knows how to play that boss, that just high charge time for the phase 3 was just so unforgiving there, or area 3, so unforgiving there.
Honestly, great game still. Like, Tav demonstrated what we were talking about with that playstyle really nicely. They're defending at just the right times, but it seems like the team got ahead of them a little bit. Essentially, they're just trying to defend their few misdrops. It got away from them. The game just got away from them.
Yeah, and so we are now going to get to see the other half of that matchup, I believe. So I'm interested to see who from that team is bossing.
I don't see Tav a lot in ranked much anymore. I don't remember how good of a player they are, but Austin looks like he's going to be playing boss here. It's a little unfair if you ask me. The seeding might be a little bit wonky. But we have, JC is going to take Austin's place.
All right.
Interesting.
So we have Nokino, Tav, and Ali right here. Ooh.
So you mentioned you know two of these players. You know Nokino and Tav, right?
Yeah, Nokino's definitely hung around in Twitch chats before. I've seen them.
Nice.
And then Tav I've just seen in the ranked queue a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so JC looks like they're going for the Aquarius pick here. Aquarius is an interesting boss.
Aquarius, also as I call them, Jugman.
A lot of people just say Jugman. Yeah.
Jugman. This is an interesting.
Just like Capricorn is a fish goat.
Fish goat, yeah. And then we have Leo Raw Man. I don't know why people call him that. This is an interesting boss because it's such a weird blitz.
It's a weird
and actually
blitz.
it throws me a lot. It's one of my hardest bosses to play against because not only is the limited board, the squished board, just kind of weird and awkward to play with, but it moves where your pieces spawn. We'll see that shortly.
It does. So if you're a fast player and you are not used to, like, if you have good finesse, it's gone. But I would assume that these players may not have studied up on their finesse. If you're playing a little bit slower, it is actually going to benefit you on this boss.
Right there, have misplacing their J piece, demonstrating exactly what I struggle with.
Exactly what we just said.
It just trips you up a lot. But here we have the first team zone.
Nobody's leaving a well.
Oh no! Actually, we're gonna see 5 lines speed on
Nobody
Cascade.
left a well for Cascade. That is unnecessary. That could have very easily been one Cascade if there had been communication there, and that is a very common issue I see in just ranked matches.
It won't hurt them too hard, but frankly, it's embarrassing. Austin, shut the tournament down. And let's hand the game over to
They're trying their best, okay? Maybe they'll figure it out for the next zone.
We'll see. Maybe they're listening to us right now as they're playing, going, damn, guys,
that
we should try that.
Bad. Okay. They're doing their thing. These are some
16.
pretty fast clears right here. One of my favorite things to do is when I'm just like waiting on my teammates, I just sit there spamming my spacebar.
Oh, I do that, yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to just make sure that you get that frame 1 piece drop when it's your turn, just spam your hard drop button. Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
People are like, wow, you're such a good teammate. You go so fast. No, I'm just sitting here slamming my hard drop button. We have some T-spins here from the boss, some
lovely.
nice efficiency.
Great
Didn't go for the
defense here.
kick there. Yeah.
No. So I want to point out something that just happened recently. So the signature blitz here, obviously being the squeeze, but we have a common blitz that is shared by all the area 4 bosses, and that is high stakes. High stakes spawns a bunch of eye pieces in a few different columns. If you combine that with squeeze, that is a devastating combination. If you combine them in quick succession. We're yet to see it, but if JC can pull it off, it would be an incredible game-changing play.
Yeah, and doesn't it also have no hold? No hold squeezes.
Yes, no hold
Not
as
easy
well.
to deal with.
No hold and squeeze is devastating as well. There are a lot of very specific combinations that can work really well. Here we go. We have the bump up, and imagine if JC had sent another blitz after that, it would be absolutely horrific.
But yeah, we do see not as long of a zone buildup as that area 3 boss that we just saw. To clarify, yeah, the areas, area 1 is blue, area 2 is red, which we haven't seen yet, area 3 is green, and area 4 is purple. That defines the common blitzes between area bosses.
Yep, exactly right. And we love them. They're all fantastic.
They have different music. Which music
Yes.
is your favorite? Mine is 2.
I like 1. I think it's a great rendition of the original music from the original soundtrack. Although also I do like my area 2 because I get to scream along with it. It's a lot of fun.
All right, and we have these players building up this zone here as the boss is low on this board here.
Yeah, this is good. This is a great boss gameplay.
This is
I
where
don't think they'll
need
have a
to
problem.
be.
Yeah, upstacking a little bit here. As long as they don't
Yeah.
misdrop, they should be good.
Yeah, a little bit
The
of an
team,
awkward
however,
stack.
The team with a 17, actually an 18 after this red piece here.
There's the 18.
142.
That's okay. Okay,
Oh!
that's doable here. No, this is that is so bold.
Oh, there's
Just
a
hold. Oh my god.
Oh!
No.
This is, oh my god!
Oh no. Oh, that was so sad.
We have a tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen.
Like that. Yeah, you're so right. It is time for a third tiebreaker.
Oh, that is heartbreaking. JC, my heart goes out to you, my friend, but unfortunately, your greed has done you in. Obligatory Icarus reference. Wowee. Whew.
Baron in chat says throw for the tiebreaker intentional. You know what? I wouldn't even be mad.
This is the
I'm
meta
excited.
play. This is the meta play. They know that their players are actually really good in all the individual game modes, right? They're psyching them out. They're getting them hyped up just to smash them down.
This is absolutely like high level, like 5,000 IQ plays going on right here. I'm sure that they have something unexpected to pull out. I want to see one of these teams ban score attack. I want to see something different. You know, I love the score attack matches, but I feel like this is the perfect time for the audience's entertainment to see something different.
Classic?
Let's go.
Bit of classic. I'd love to see a bit of classic. Love a little bit of classic. Could be fun.
We'll see.
Could be fun.
We'll see what happens.
Be fun. Be fun. Oh. This is oh my god. What a weird bracket. I love it.
It's so fun. I love it.
What a weird matchup. Yeah, no, I think the idea of someone throwing a game just to psych someone out is kind of crazy. I doubt it's reality, but just imagine if it was what was actually going on. Oh.
Yeah, they are figuring out the game mode right now. So we do have a minute as they are strategizing over here.
Based on the team, what are they going to do? I wonder if they actually take zone battle on this.
I was going to say, I don't, like, they might do a zone battle here. It depends on what the individual players are comfortable with, but I think I saw, like, I don't know. I feel like usually your boss player is your best zone battler. And I feel like both of them were very even.
Yeah, it could be a close matchup.
If they're used to seeing each other in the ranked queue, then they may know whether or not they want to ban
how comfy they are, right? Yeah. I mean, look, here's the case. Here's the way I see it, right? They're both similar speed, assuming both bosses take the 1v1. They're both similar speed. They both have pretty good attack output. It could just come down to who pulls off a better zone here and there. Just
Game
to take a slight
knowledge,
advantage. Yeah,
IRS.
right. Like,
yeah.
I think they're all pretty. It'd be an interesting zone battle matchup.
Yeah.
Classic would be the wild card here because I haven't really seen how good they are at Classic. I'm sure they don't see each other much in Classic, so that would be
Nobody
a wild
sees
card.
each other much in that Classic queue.
No, I think you'd definitely be throwing a Hail Mary if you take the Classic matchup.
I feel like it's just so scary. I feel like as modern players, we're so used to that like high lock-in time. The low lock-in time is just terrifying.
The slipperiness of the pieces, whereas in like I mentioned earlier, Classic is ridiculously unforgiving. Dare I say that on the Classic Tetris Twitch channel live? Classic is just so unforgiving.
Know that. Like that's fine.
Yeah, it's you don't have those little extra helping pieces. Those little extra like helping little game mechanics like the slipperiness, the hold. You only get one next. It's the speed is constantly falling. You got to work at the game speed, not your own. That's tough. That's real tough. It's definitely an acquired taste for some.
Classic! You called it. Let's go!
We got Classic!
Yes, let's go.
Will we see level 9, 12, 15, or 18? I don't know. I'm very keen.
Which one's your favorite pieces? Mine is 12.
Mine's 19. I like 19 starts. I don't know. I like 19 starts. I think they're funny.
Oh, no, the piece colors.
Okay, that's okay. Also,
what's your favorite piece colors?
Level 9, level 19 is also my favorite piece colors.
Okay.
I think I like. I'm basic. I just like the color aesthetic. But yes, also level 19 is my favorite speed. What's your favorite speed, Lyra?
12. I'm bad at the game.
we got to get you to level 15. I reckon you can handle level 15. I reckon you could do it.
You'd be surprised. There's so much footage of me dying on 15. There's footage of me dying on 12. It's just,
We did coaching, I believe, with you in Classic, which was a lot of fun. I liked that.
Johan, thank you for the raid.
Oh, God, we're such streamers. we're so streamer coded. Both at the same time.
I'm so used to it out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay, we're going into the 1v1 in a second. This is gonna be cool.
I imagine they're setting up the lobby, figuring out the situation.
Yep. So like we said, Classic was the Hail Mary. Maybe they have more experience than you or I realize. It's gonna be an interesting watch either way. Austin, I'm not sure. Is it going to be it's gonna be a first to one, correct?
Yes, that's what he said.
And yes, I'm sorry. I think you may have misread it because I was just saying best of one classic is a sad feeling. But it is actually a score attack.
So, it's gonna be another score attack.
Sorry to ruin your hype that you were building here.
You got me hyped, dude.
I'm sorry, I just misread that.
Okay, it's gonna be a classic, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god!
Oh, it's score attack.
It's gonna be a score attack match.
All right,
well,
we're excited.
Here we go. I got so hyped.
I mean, I should have known that wasn't actually the case, that it wasn't classic, because I should have looked further into the crying emoji. Whatever, it's fine. Maybe someone will give that to us later. I think Wiley is more excited about it than I am. Yohang says, how do I on raid? Thank you so much. Yohang is closing the stream.
It's called leaving.
All right, so we have this lobby right here.
Kevin Button V.
We'll figure out who's playing at the same time you do. And before best score attack match ever. I'm not see, here's the thing, is that I'm here for, I want to show off all the great things about this game. And yeah, score attack is cool. I like to see it. I hope that later on in the bracket we get to see more things, because that's what this entire bracket is about, is all the things.
Yeah. I better see the greatest game of score attack in the world right now, or else I'll be very upset and disappointed.
Yeah, definitely. That's what's on the line here, is Wiley being upset, not the tournament bracket. So
my feelings are also valid, Lyra. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we are starting this up here, and we have Alimander versus Buttered V. I do like both of these usernames. These are good.
They are cool. They're cute. All right.
I like them. All right, let's see. I feel like if we are back in the amateur bracket, I would expect us to see a lower speed start, and I would also expect us to see more of the 9-0 stacking.
Yes. However, that's not to say they're exclusive to it. I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw a 3-6 come out of the woodwork. Could be fun. Could leave them with a lot of opportunities for a couple of cheeky T-spins. We don't know until they start.
And one of the interesting things here is that we are not seeing either of the boss players here.
Oh yeah, good point. We're not seeing the boss players. This could get spicy.
And actually, now that I think about it, the boss players did a really good job with their T-spins. So,
do a good job with their T-spin.
The 15 star. Okay.
All right, thumbs up. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, I'm excited.
I'm a little bit hyped again. All right, the hype's building back up again. I may have been a little bit let down by the classic match, but we got a cool score attack coming in.
All right.
That speed drop. That instant
just... Let's see. So it seems like both players are starting off with the 9-0. And you know, already starting to feel the gravity a little bit. I think that even if you are used to T-spins, it makes a lot of sense to go 9-0 here because you have to manage so much that sometimes you can't just like think about T-spins at the same time.
Yeah, it really depends on where your mind's at in the moment. It can be rough out there. These aren't easy speeds. The pieces drop almost instantly. I forget exactly how the speed is measured. I don't actually remember. I think it's like just a certain amount of frames, but I mean, you can see these pieces fall absurdly fast. You just need to essentially treat them as if they're spawning in the center of the board.
Right, so the name of the game here is not having holes in the stack. It is good fundamentals. It is good 9-0 stacking. That's what's going to be important in this matchup. Keeping back-to-back, I feel like it may come into play, but I think for both players right now, the battle is stacking.
This is really clean from both so far. I mean, we see a couple of weird decisions being made by Alimander here and there, a couple of weird ones earlier from Buttered V, but they're both quite closely matched. This is going to be a close one, I think, all the way down to the end. We have a bit of a strange donation there from Ali, clearing it up though, and only a 30,000 point difference here, one line difference. Yeah, pretty much the same here.
And we see players taking burns to keep their boards clean. That is the back-to-back that I was talking about that is a little bit difficult to keep if you're trying to manage the gravity situation here.
Yeah, and Alimander keeping it clean here, and I jinxed them unfortunately with a couple of comments.
Well, how dare you?
How dare I? How dare I sway the outcome of this match? Absolutely unprofessional of me. I will go sit in the corner.
All right, and these players are both continuing their 9-0 stacking with Buttered V having the lead here. Though they do have the lead in lines as well, so this feels like a very even match.
Realistically, only like a few thousand points between the two of them. Ali though, bit of a weird stack here. Definitely leaving some holes in place. Shouldn't be too difficult to get out of it, but it will eat into their efficiency.
Yeah, both players not finding as many Tetrises right now, just focusing on cleaning up their board. And since both players are doing it, it's going to kind of even out.
Oh, Ali's 2 Tetrises there with the back-to-back. That was pretty big of them. That was pretty big. We're seeing a pretty big back-to-back chain from both of them, frankly. This is good. Buttered V again. One dependency here on there. But otherwise, this is just great gameplay, guys. Good work. Keep it up. I'm curious to see how they handle the higher speeds.
Yeah, they're handling it pretty well right now. I would guess that both of these players have their fair share of experience in high gravity, meaning like a marathon mode run, or maybe they frequent the score attack queue.
Yeah.
Because you know, both are doing a good job with it. And yeah, okay, more 9-0 stacking, keeping that back-to-back. I like to see the players, both of them keeping their boards clean, going for that back-to-back as much as they can, seeing that that could be the difference maker here.
They're actually within about 5,000 points. I've been doing the math in my head.
Close.
They're about 5,000 or 6,000 points difference right now. I think Buttered V has that advantage right now, but Buttered V has been breaking back-to-back more often than not here. So if Ali can just score a couple of Tetrises in quick succession, it might give them that slight advantage they need going into the speed change that is upon them 8 lines away.
Yeah, and we do see Ali going for the 2 Tetrises in a row again. That
Butterbean
very,
with 3 of them, actually.
Okay, well, Ali is 2 again without breaking back-to-back. So I
Wow.
love the aggression there.
50,000 point difference here, 4-line difference. Really, it's anyone's game right now.
Yes,
it's going to
and
come down
then
to the wire.
This is when the speeds start ticking up, and this is where things start to get more difficult here. Let's see how these players handle the changing environment. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous for them, actually. This is going to be interesting. It could come down to it. 33,000 point difference here. Same line count. 13,000 points. That's all it is. They're so close to each other. So close.
Ooh, because Ali hasn't broken back-to-back in a while.
No, Ali definitely has the potential to pull this back. It might come down to a mistake by Butterv. Like that. That burn there was pretty big from them. That could cost them the initial lead here.
Ali taking their time with that stack. I'd love to see it using the whole board like I was talking about earlier. Do it. That whole board is yours. You're allowed to use all 20 lines.
No, Ali.
You're allowed to use all 20 lines of the board, and I love to see the players doing it.
Burn. I think they're
you're
actually
allowed to burn, but this is just like it's so razor thin.
Neck and neck right now.
Absolutely.
This is so close, and Ali's made another misdrop. Oh dear. 45,000 point difference, 5 lines. I think Butterv is definitely just ever so slightly pulling ahead, but again, one misdrop, it could just take a top out. That could be it. So they both need to stay on their toes.
Yeah.
We're going into speed 20 soon.
Yeah, we're starting to get into speed 20, and that's where it starts to get really hard to handle. That's where we see that 20G. Both players seem ready for it, though.
Yeah,
they've been handling 15 so well. They've got 20.
It only takes a few extra lines on one higher speed to take the lead here. It's gonna probably come down to who manages to survive one extra level than the other person. That could honestly be what it comes down to.
Right, and
yeah,
that's
look at this, so close to each other. 27,000
surviving
points.
one more level is such a different skill set than like just 9-0 stacking better. Like it's genuinely anyone's game. I mean, it has been this whole time, but
this is crazy.
Everything can flip in the last 30 seconds.
Oh my god. This is actually insane.
B21 from both of them. It's insane that their like timing is so close as well.
Yeah, like 650 point difference. Wow. Ali has just broken back-to-back. It looks like they could keep it if they figure it out.
Yeah, I don't think you keep back-to-back there. I think you just go for the Tetrises.
But Butterv playing on one row of dirty here means they'll probably have to break back-to-back eventually, or they're just going to stay on it forever. Could be
I'm on team stay on it forever. Like,
yeah, no reason to downstack. Use your whole board like you've been saying.
Yeah. It's hard to use the whole board, but when you need it, it is just so nice. Okay, so I think Ali is going for the burn approach. No, that is bold. I love it. No, I love it.
Oh.
But still burning. Which is okay. It's fine. It's just going for the eyepiece there instead of the burn is just so bold. I love it so much. And that's what you gotta do right now.
They're so close. They're 6 lines apart. Literally a Tetris separating them. And that's the line count difference. I think Ali is ever so slightly in the lead here. But again, it just takes one wrong move, one skimmed line to take this lead back. Oh, it's close.
Oh, this is just,
Oh, Butterv is in trouble, it looks like. This could be... They're gonna somehow build on top of this.
Yeah, they're gonna have to build on top of this. This is where the speed is catching up to V. Okay, getting a hold of the board. Doing a really good job at this high gravity. Getting more Tetrises. 25. That's when things get really difficult.
Yeah, and we see both
26.
players.
Wow.
Yeah, Butterv is way ahead. But Ali Manta only needs a couple of Tetrises. They blocked off the well. Uh-oh. This could be bad. Don't panic. Ooh.
All right, they're in there. They've got that. They've got that eyepiece. No!
Oh, no!
This is not. Oh no!
No! That's the game. Wow. Ali, while having the average line score advantage, their nerves got the better of them, and they just had one too many misdrops. Butterv is going for their own PB here. Speed 27, taking the game.
Wow.
Look at the line, per average.
The per line average is like almost the exact same. That was an insanely close matchup there. That was a treat of a game. Oh my gosh.
You know what?
Played
I'm
very
pleasantly
cleanly
surprised.
from both
I'm
sides.
pleasantly surprised. I'm kind of glad we didn't get Classic because that was a wonderful matchup.
That was
nice
so
and
fun.
close. Great work, guys. And so we'll be jumping back into the Masters bracket shortly for another Let Epic game. Very good.
We love to see it.
In the meantime, my sweet tooth is calling. Oster? Oster? That's not your name, is it? Is it Austin or Oster?
It is
Austin.
It is Austin or Shen, depending on your background in the community, I guess. But I am here, and yes, we might have a little wait to hop back into the Masters bracket. So I might just put on this image on our screen. I'm not sure if it's going to be relevant to anything, but there's this game called Tetris Forever from Digital Eclipse. And I think in the meantime, while we're waiting here, we might demo some gameplay from one of the games on Tetris Forever. I know we threw a few out there earlier. Maybe I can, let's pull it up here. Maybe I can tease what that might be. Chat, what do you want to see? I think I already have what I want to see in mind, but I still want to play the room. If anyone has a game they would like to see here. And Wiley and Lyra, how about you two?
Oh, I'm not too picky. Lyra, what are you feeling?
See, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch the Hattress. And now that Shen has told me that he is a world's class caliber Hattress player, I'm interested.
I'd be kind of keen to see a bit of Hattress gameplay again, but also
I would love to see this. I love seeing anything performed at the highest level. Okay, that's what I love about Twitch, and so I'm here for it.
Austin, it looks like opinion might have been swayed slightly.
a little bit. That's a nice sell, Lyra. I guess
you don't want to let it down, do you?
No, but in the meantime, I think it could be fun to kind of look through some history here. There are some awesome images, by the way. I don't know how. I know, Wiley, I know you have Tetris Forever. I don't know how into the videos you've gotten, but there's some unique things in here. Yeah. So let's just take a stab at what are we feeling? I think after our score attack match, I'm feeling some Tetris mania after the hype that you two brought here. So hop into chapter.
Also,
3.
later on, I'd love to see the specific video sequence, or at least part of the sequence, on Tetris Effect. You know, that'd be cool to see.
Yes, we will certainly cover that on our stream. Within the, I guess, throughout our streams, we've been kind of working our way up, right, from chapter 1 to chapter 5.
Oh, you've been going through the timeline.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So, I guess by Tetris Effect land, that should be chapter 5. So stay tuned for that. We're about on the halfway point. Excuse me. So let's see what we got here. I love looking through some of these photo albums.
Yeah.
Let's see. For grabs, crucial mistake immortalized in Tetris Forever. Let's see.
This mistake, obviously, everyone knows. It's where when signing the legal documents for the rights for Tetris, Alexei accidentally signed his name Alexis. It really had some legal problems there and couldn't get the rights for 36 years. Only this year, finally getting royalties for Tetris. And he had to live off the money made from Hattress, which obviously became one of the biggest games in the world. So, bit of a fun fact there.
Also a fun fact, you two have been to live Tetris events, right? And this looks like it was one of the first ever live Tetris events.
That's a little different.
I love the logo.
I do. No, I love the vibe. Dude, LAN tournaments are so fun. Just the fun vibe of it, that you can just walk up and talk to anyone. It seems like they're doing the same thing there too. I love it.
It was great. Honestly, but my first two LAN experiences were just this year, and one of them happened to be WPL, run by Austin, Beast, and Shen, yours truly here. Bloody great event, mate. Well done. Pat yourself on the back, mate. It was awesome. Great experience for me.
And you got to see Ohio.
That. Yeah. It wasn't as skibbity as I thought it would be, but still had a good time. And yeah, I just had a great time, mate. Good work on the event. If I could just take the time to say that, it was awesome. There's nothing like a LAN experience.
Thank you, and I love this art, by the way.
That goes so hard.
So cool. The thumbs up is crazy.
Dude, the glasses,
oh my
hair.
God, that's cool.
Oh, it's a work of art.
All right, so let me get my controller hooked up here. I know Hattress is hovered. But
Everything's telling you to play Hatchers, man.
let's see. Actually, I didn't pull up chat yet. I don't know what chat said here. But,
It's a wall of the word Hatchers. Trust me.
They all want
okay,
Hatchers.
okay. Welcome in Commodore Friday, by the way. But yeah, I think we did have some Hatchers already. If we have some extra downtime, we'll open up Hatchers here for Lyra. But I did want to open up Super Tetris 3 because I opened it up before the stream today, and I didn't realize how awesome this game was. Because I am not that familiar with like some of these later Super Famicom entries. So let's open it up and see what's at store here. I did notice there are 3 core game modes. I guess we'll walk through it here in a moment. There we go. Elorg, bulletproof software. All right. Also the music is absolutely amazing in this. I don't know if you two can hear it right now, but also I saw we had Familess. If you have any families out there that are into Tetris, maybe this is the game for you.
Familyless.
Yeah.
That's what you said. If you haven't got any family, you can play Tetris.
Familess. That's
Familess.
We'll have to get something going with that at some point. But
with the remote play.
Yeah, we are planning to host some Tetris Time Warp showcases on here, so be on the lookout for that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Oh. I can't navigate the menu, apparently. Also, I did notice that this game has very nice English localization, but it wasn't released in the US, so I'm a little confused on that. But I'm gonna go with AJ here.
I'm so sorry, Austin. My cat's screaming at my door. Do you mind if I take 1 minute?
go-
while you're
just
playing?
Go ahead. Yes, this is a perfect time.
He's being a pain.
As I play some Super Tetris 3 here.
I
So we have Tetris
Overplayed.
Classic, Magicless, and Sparkless. I believe Magicless is pretty goofy. You know what? Let's open that up first because I was having trouble wrapping my head around it. And if you are a master of this mode, I'm getting my buttons mixed up here. Be sure to let us know in the chat. But Magicless, yes. We'll do normal. So when you rotate a Tetris piece in Magicless, it changes the color. And I think this is a bonus if you clear a line of the same color. So it's like kind of weird to wrap your head around. Oh, also I picked up fast speed here. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it is different. So you can see there's like a counter right on the left side there.
Yeah.
So right now I'm trying to farm blue pieces.
Yeah. Okay, there is some nice lock-in time.
Okay.
Oh.
So if you clear a line, I actually didn't manage to even do that last time. If you clear a line of all the same pieces, it looks like it gets rid of all pieces of that color. And I believe rainbow counts as any color.
That adds up.
Okay. So we might have an opportunity here with the red piece. There we go. Bam. That didn't work for the rainbow. I wonder what happens if you clear a rainbow line, just pure rainbow.
What if that all clears your board?
Let's find out. We're gonna fish for it, even if I lose.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, it looks like
Okay,
there's-
that is Cascade.
Yeah, there's cascading in this. Interesting. Maybe the rainbow piece lends itself to cascade clear.
Maybe.
I don't know if Fly Rod's in the chat right now, but they were explaining this to me a little bit earlier, and I think that might have been the case. Lyra, have you played many of the, if any, of the Japanese Tetris titles that have not been released in the US?
I have not played any of them. I haven't had any of the systems to go and get them. I have played other puzzle games, Japanese releases at like video game conventions.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love the feeling of navigating the menus in Japanese and just trying to figure out how to get to the game.
Yeah, and that's why I'm kind of pleasantly surprised. Well, for you, I guess that's a fun thing. But on this, like, if I'm wanting to just get right into the game, it is nice that this game is in English, or at least localized here for us. But yeah, that's Magicless. And I do want to highlight maybe the other 2 modes while I have the moment here.
All right.
Okay. Oh, I definitely went right back into that.
Yeah, the fun part about navigating the Japanese menus on the older games is that, UI design was not as standard back then. So it's
That's
even
true.
more difficult.
A little thing here, I don't know if you noticed it earlier, but it's like you pick a difficulty and you have to like double confirm, which is like, it felt weird. That's why I kept backing out of the menu on accident. Just a time.
Tetris?
This is Super Tetris 3, Wiley. Are you
What?
feeling?
They made 3 of them?
Are you feeling Sparkless or Tetris Classic? One word.
Oh, I'm feeling pretty
Tetris
pretty.
Classic,
I'm like,
one word.
I think sparkless. I don't know. I'm
Alright.
feeling pretty, cutesy.
Puzzle or
Could be
You know what?
fun.
Let's do puzzle. So I don't know if you've played like Tetris DS puzzle mode, for example. I think it kind of plays out like that.
I've never
I
played
think
Tetris.
I was handed that at like a tournament one time and had to play it with no context.
Oh, wow,
I've
this
never
looks crazy.
played. I've never played Tetris before.
Okay, what is this?
I also
This
love
looks
that
like a
background.
Donkey Kong level.
Yeah, who's that guy on the right?
This
What
is
the-
Tetris.
what is
Failed.
that?
Oh, wow.
Failed.
Austin. Good lord.
Wait, is there? Oh, there is a line clear. Whoops.
Oh yeah, there is one.
But like,
What is
why
that
does it
guy
look
on
like?
the right? Beware!
Wait, 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 wait,
Like-
wait,
Okay.
Oh my God,
Ooh.
it's Donkey Kong.
Okay.
All right, this game's awesome now. This might be my favorite Tetris game
Look
of
at
all
the guy on
time.
the right. He's got the okay sign. The good.
All right, what's the solve
That
here?
guy
We can
does
work
he-
together
He
on
does
our
an
puzzles.
okay sign. He does okay with his hands.
Oh, wait, that was okay, not DK. Oh.
No, he said he was doing okay, and like that's why you get like an okay sign with his fingers. Oh,
I think is this Vits? Or wait, no, I see the O pieces.
What do we do here?
yeah.
So we have a long bar O piece, long bar O piece. We can clear. Well, let us
I think you go
rotate.
to the side, then you tuck the score. Oh no, you can't rotate in there. Ah, of course, of course,
Oh,
of
and
course.
then where you
of
place the
course.
bomb.
Bombs.
Yeah, so we can maybe make that diagonal. How
Beware.
do we get to those?
Beware.
How do we get to those top bombs here? I am not sure. Let's see what happens. All right.
I like your symmetry.
Oof. Failed.
Failed. Ooh.
All right, we cannot go back into TECWC until we solve this puzzle. So let's work together here.
That's the thing.
Right, between all of us,
Oh,
we've got to
oops.
be able to figure this out, right?
Okay, Chad, has anyone got any idea? Because frankly, we're running out of them, and we've only tried once. You know what I think, Austin? And this could be a stab in the dark here. What if you put the eyepieces against the wall, and then the squares on top of the eyepieces, so then the squares burn that top line, and then they fall apart.
Right.
I'm just throwing things around. I'm afraid.
Let's try it.
Could be fun.
Shocky says, "Pass me the controller, SMH." Can you just like try to type this out? Can't really get it to you at this point in time.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, we failed.
I think it has something to do with the bomb shape.
Yeah, for sure.
It could. However, riddle me this. What if it's just impossible?
It's probably not.
I don't know. It could. I mean, look. It could. Oh, what if you tuck the squares in underneath those eyepieces? Oh,
Ooh. Wait, I know what he was going for.
yeah, a bit of a tuck, eh?
What do we do? Okay, wait.
I say Wiley's thing is worth a try. To tuck the square up higher.
But if we do that, I don't know if we can manage all the clears.
I also don't know how to play bombs, so I don't
Oh,
really
you know
think
what?
I'm the right.
Okay. I think I kind of see.
Oh.
So these bombs
Yeah.
detonate a little farther than I realize.
So do we try to chain those together? The top ones and the bottom ones?
I think the bottom ones will trigger that top row, right? Am I incorrect on that? I think they would.
It could be. Shocky, could you confirm? Clearly, you have the answer.
I think this might be it here.
Larry, you're not helping. That's crazy. Ah.
Let's do this.
Yeah, no, that could be big. That could be ginormous. What's he gonna say? What's the big man gonna say?
Oh
Failed.
my goodness. This got really hard. Am I
Are we stupid? Wait a
Are we
minute.
bad?
Are we good at Tetris, I thought? Let's see.
I don't
Okay.
think we are.
Austin, new plan. Eyepieces on top, flat, and then a square in the middle, I guess.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bit
Oh, you know what?
Bit of
That
this
might not
square in
be. That might be. Big
No,
brain.
it's bad. It's a bad idea.
No,
That's
it's
a bad
ama-
idea.
it's
Trust
amazing.
me. I don't know, Austin. I think I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think so actually.
You failed again. Jesus.
Oh, you know what?
Wait, I think
I
the
have
way-
a bit of a prophecy here. Something just came to my mind out of the blue here.
Oh yeah.
Wait. Like Rad is feeding us stuff.
Let's-
Okay. What's this?
Okay, Light Rad
Oh!
is saying to that.
Yeah,
that is
Yeah,
exactly
Lyra,
what
that's
Light
what
Rad
I
is-
thought we should try, but like apparently didn't
that's-
work.
Oh, because it just goes.
Woo!
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Good.
Wait.
No, okay. I didn't see it last time, but the okay.
Wow. Shen, Lyra, and
just
I
left
are all so smart.
98.
98 left.
98. He's literally sitting there menacing, being like, yeah, go try the other 98.
You talk to like a kid that way, like, good job. I'll put that on the fridge. Now there's 98 left.
All right. So if you are a content creator out there and want to play puzzle mode for 2,000 days straight, if you don't use spoilers, Tetris Forever is available on pretty much every platform out there. So check it out. That was actually, you know what? I actually want to keep playing that. There's something like addictive about a game mode like that.
Trying to figure out the absurdity, because that's an interesting mechanic. I do like that.
But okay, we are gonna hop back into our connected verses. We had to finish that puzzle. It
really
had to
important.
happen.
It was important.
Nice break from our Tetris Effect action there for a moment. But yeah, I believe we are going to be heading back into the Masters bracket. Let's see, what were the team names, Light Ron? I assume, unless you two have the bracket pulled up here. Maybe
I
Apple
can't
Orchard,
read.
perhaps? We'll see. We'll see who opts in here in a moment.
This could be a crazy matchup. It is the Masters bracket. Are we in the top 4 yet, actually?
So I believe we are on the loser semifinals. So 2 matches left in Masters. Because of the top 4 or top 2 move on to the top 4 stream in 2 weeks. So
Interesting.
yeah, next up we have Unnamed Team versus Apple Orchard.
All right.
oh,
So we're going to
unnamed.
see more
Oh,
Apple Orchard again. That was
unnamed team.
Apple Orchard was Sarah and Mitsu and Andrew. I'm not quite
Andrew.
sure who unnamed is.
Unnamed is the actual player unnamed or the team unnamed?
The team.
Let me check because if they have unnamed in them, this is going to be a crazy game. Unnamed has who in it? It's Nedlo, 900 and Demity. Oh, okay. This is a powerhouse of players.
Okay, that's exciting.
This could be incredible. Almost guaranteed to be so.
Oh, oops.
You can get your Hyper King controllers. Do that as well, game.
Yeah, so you know what? We just had it there. It jump scared us, so let's lean into it.
Yeah.
Just in
Hyper
case,
King.
yeah, if we want to look at the
Check it out.
Synthwave controller again.
I think that we need to update this graphic because you no longer need to pre-order these. They are available at
Yeah.
hyperkinstore.com. You can get them. You can just order them. You can order them. Check them out. And yeah, this is one other thing I want to mention before we keep going tonight. We actually have a Zone Battle tournament tomorrow. So if you're looking to hop into the tournament action, be sure to do so. Head to www.tetrespect.game/tournaments to register now. And yeah, so we have a time slot 1 at 4 a.m. Pacific. So that is meant for Japanese players. This is going to be in the evening in Japan. And then we have a 12 p.m. Pacific tournament as well for our U.S. players, or North American and European, whoever's awake at that time. We try to cover both or I guess 2 time zones, or you can't necessarily cover 3, but your time zone should have 1 area that works for you, hopefully. So that's the idea.
Yeah, you get 2 out of 3 in any given one, so take your pick. And we'll hopefully see you all tomorrow. It's an incredible. I honestly believe that Zone Battle is the best current, the most exciting at least to watch like Former versus Tetris. Check it out tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. But for now, Nedlo, Night Hunter, Demity versus Sarah, Andrew, and Mitsu. This is going to be big.
I will say Apple Orchard Podcast, thank you for the raid.
Ooh.
Thank you for the raid. If you guys want to go check them out, they do podcasts from an actual orchard.
All right. We've got some things going on over here. Demeti is going to be the one in the boss slot. Wants to just choose all the other slots first, just for fun.
We have boss and player too. There's no reason why we can't.
No, there's a lot of reasons why we can't actually.
Oh, I don't know. It could be fun.
So, if I'm right, it is an ungodly time for Demeti right now.
It is. I think it's really late for them, or at least really early, depending on how you look at it. It's just a bad time. What's their exact time? So they're in Europe, right?
It's Central European Standard Time.
Oh
so
God,
that's 5 a.m.
So basically, every second that they wait, they're nerfing Demity. That's big brained.
We're gonna have to choose a pronunciation to go with here. You're saying Demity, and I'm saying Demeti.
Demity.
Oh, we know three pronunciations. I've always said Demeti, so I'm gonna. Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna use.
Demi-D. Demi-D? Demi-D, if you're around, can you tell us how it's pronounced, please? We know what they all are. If we just say something with D, then they'll understand. Dee-ba-dee-da-ba. Oh, I thought that was
no,
real.
don't.
All right, so perhaps we're waiting on somebody. I will take this moment. We are kind of how long are we in our stream? About 2 hours, and you know what you could use 2 hours into a stream, whether you're commentating, playing in the tournament, whatever it may be.
Sugar.
I think you could use some energy, and we have some tools, thanks to our sponsors, to provide some energy, some consumables, I suppose. Here, let me just hop into it.
So let's specify before we break the law.
Well, first off, we have. Red Bull is a sponsor this year, so shout out to Red Bull for providing some cans for all of our players. I actually left this tag on here because it is a gamer message. Are you ready for an item drop? Oh, that's backwards. I need to flip my mirror, or flip my webcam. But yes, we are sponsored by Red Bull, so shout outs to Red Bull. Thank you for providing some cans for our players. And the other form of energy we have here. It's a gamer power up, 20% fruit juice, source of vitamin C and E, Tetris Power Bears gummies. If you are in the final rounds of a tournament and you pop a Tetris piece into your mouth, you will how do I put this? Your power level, your game sense, it will just spike through the roof, and you will easily win your match. So just some food for thought.
As a classic player.
Yes.
As a classic player, if you eat the specific pieces that you want to get, you'll get more of them on average. So eat a lot of eye pieces, and your eye piece, you'll have less droughts. So, for that edge.
I see that unnamed team is going to go into the team slot first, whereas Apple Orchard is going into the boss slot. So I'm guessing that's Andrew about to go in the boss slot, and unnamed team is waiting on their last player.
If you fit 10 gummies in your mouth, so they all disappear. Yeah, your lower jaw is just sliced clean off, dude.
I think they were talking. Okay.
Yep. Okay. You lose all your teeth. No, they're safe, guys. We promise. Trust me. You guys trust me, right? If not me, surely Lyra and Shen. Who's the third? Oh, it's Night Hunter, right? Yeah.
Okay, Night Hunter.
Night Hunter probably booting up their VR headset, booting up the VR. Are we from QST?
Yeah, Night Hunter is an amazing player and has gotten a lot better recently too.
We have Area 2. No. I think Andrew's playing Scorpio. Wait.
Libra?
Andrew, what are you playing?
Oh, there are the VR.
They're on the VR. Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 tier 3s versus a tier 2. This is going to be a good matchup.
You calling the country code ahead of time is good.
QST, baby. West time zone. There's a little island in the
that
North
actually
Pacific.
is what it means, right?
Yeah, the
That
North
they're fighting
Pacific
on a
island of
quest.
QST, the quest.
Oh, it's
They're playing
crap.
crap! They're playing crap!
And then Andrew types in the chat, Cancer V like my SR is gone. This is
Yeah.
it is a tough
Hard
boss
blocks,
to
right?
face.
This is hard blocks plus what's the common again?
Oh, I'm trying to
forgotten.
think about that. I'm not quite sure, but the hard blocks, okay. Hard blocks,
We'll see.
I would argue, is one of the more All right, so we see. Oh, you didn't even get it that time. Okay.
Oh, unstable is one of the.
Oh, okay. It is. It is unstable.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, what's going on with the unstable pieces is that if you touch any two of them together, they explode. So we are going to have a 2-high well on Demeti's board here. And they are going to go into this first zone. Andrew did not get as much of the start as he wanted with his H cannon, but that's what you get for doing an opener in a One Piece preview game mode.
This is an ungodly fast zone. And
yeah,
that is
a lot of good
1,707.
teams will. Oh!
Oh my god!
All right, let's see what Andrew does. Let's see what Andrew
heck?
does. I'm curious. Let's get going.
Andrew's attacking
Andrew.
quite fast with a bump up and a unstable in very quick succession here, but honestly not causing that much grief to the players. In fact, Nedler almost took advantage of that.
Right, and this is where the twist. Yeah, okay. Twist is not an easy blitz to deal with, but it does occasionally lower your board height.
Yeah, actually, it's saved me a couple of times in some games.
Yeah, it has, and so
Andrew, your board is so risk-taking. He's a daredevil.
So this is where the stalling comes in. You'll see on Night Hunter's board, not wanting to touch those two pieces together, those two unstable pieces, so that they don't explode the board.
That twist.
So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that meter is 3/4 full.
This is quite.
I think that this is
These plays are actually insane.
Easy.
Like, if Andrew gets in one more, that's.
This might be over.
Andrew could survive with a well-timed Tetris well, but it would leave him in like one of the worst positions I've ever seen. Oh god, there's so much material on the board for the team to work with as well. They played this basically flawlessly.
Andrew with a misdrop.
Andrew with a floating T-spin as well. This is not good for him.
No, this is not good for Andrew.
Yeah, has he got life insurance? Like, this is really bad. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, that's like.
Yeah, I think
No, he's alive.
I mean, but is he really?
He is alive. Yeah, he's alive.
Oh, don't you dare. Okay.
Andrew's alive, and if he sends another blitz, he could buy himself enough time to. The team's already. The team is already a quarter of the way there. He just can't even send
choosing to defend. He's defending, not even defending a full line yet. Okay, there we go.
Defends at extends at a really good time there. That twist could slow the team down. They need a couple more. Oh my god.
He's trying to ice spin.
Andrew needs one more line to make this work, but the team's already halfway there. I think it's game over.
Yeah. That just kind of fumble at the beginning was enough for this team to capitalize.
The H cannon just not working out in his favor.
The H cannon did not work out.
He sends another blitz, maybe, if he can just get strong enough, but...
I mean, double.
Yeah, solid, but he might need a few more of those in quick succession.
Yeah, the meter's already full. This is done.
Yeah. Andrew, you know what? You gave it a go.
You learned something.
Yeah. And that's to not be stupid at the start of the game. Your H cannon will be no more.
He's gonna do it more just to spite us.
Quick question, just from you. Am I allowed to bully my friends in this game? Because I am doing that, essentially. I'm essentially... Okay, well, in that case, Andrew, you're being stupid. Love you, mate. Oh, God, that's a... Yeah, he's just... It's game over.
Yeah, these players going for the high zone clear.
Andrew, what are you doing?
Oh, my goodness, look at that. They almost had an ulti. They almost had an
ulti, yeah.
Yeah,
and that's going to be game real quick. I'm surprised how strong Demedi Night Hunter and Deadlo are as a team. That was incredibly impressive.
That was, a very strong start that worked out, and Andrew's never able to recover that whole time.
Yeah, just like it just got away from him, I guess. And off we go. It's going to be the switcheroo. I wonder who's going to... Night Hunter would surely boss, right? Night Hunter, do you reckon? Demity, I don't think would... Because Demity's at 10k, I think. Maybe?
We'll have to see what they choose, but yeah, I'm not sure.
It's Night Hunter, yeah. Night Hunter's probably going to go like an area 4 boss or an area 1 maybe? I can't remember. Yeah, they're going Capricorn. So
dude,
Capricorn,
I'm so excited.
Capricorn's considered by far the strongest boss in this game. To be precise here, to be precise of what they have Trimino and Pentamino, which they more often than not you're getting Pentos. You have High Stakes, which spawns several eyepieces across the board, like Countdown. You have Broken, which is already broken. You have No Next and No Hold. This is by far the most difficult boss if you can play it right. Andrew, you learned nothing. You learned nothing, my friend. Your downfall may be upon you for your sheer hubris. And here we have Night Hunter demonstrating that Capricorn is really strong. I can't wait to see this game.
So what I think is interesting is kind of like the way that Capricorn's attacks are distributed. As someone who's played a lot of this game, I've played against a lot of very strong Capricorn players. And getting the Pento, you saw just at the end there, getting the Pento blitz right at the end of phase 1, I feel like that makes it easier to get the Brokens in phase 2.
Yeah, so something that I don't want to really get too into because it's very complicated and I know how I am. Whoa! Night Hunter. Okay. Something I don't want to get into too much right now is the pattern in which blitzes are sent. There's a system with the commons and the signatures and unique blitz. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but basically there's a certain way you want to send these blitzes where you send slowly then quickly to get a good order of them. We'll see if these players manage to put that into their gameplay. Who knows? But right now we have an 18.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to get a purple piece over to that spot that's messed up.
Wow, Night Hunter receiving 2.
Yeah.
And now let's see if we see a Broken coming up early. Broken is, I think, a little rarer than Pento, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Pento and Broken are Capricorn's signature blitzes. So it's one or the other, basically. Although they can stack if you send them quick enough, so that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, Broken is one of those few blitzes where your best option is to just do nothing. A lot of the time. That and no rotate are two of the most debilitating attacks in this game. And we do see the Pentos going on here.
Wait, Sarah's board! Look at Sarah's board! That was built up with a... That was built with the Pento, like the Pento so the Pento J piece. Wow! That's incredible! Sarah, I'm sorry you didn't get the T piece, but wow! That was cool.
Yeah, and we have more Pentos going. Okay, so Pentos, I would say it's not easy, but it's not horrible.
Oh, Sarah!
Oh my god. It's not horrible to downstack your board with Pentos. It's doable. Very difficult with Brokens.
God, this boss is so strong.
There's Pentos again. That's a lot of Pentos.
Little fun fact, there have been attempts prior to TECWC to make CVS work as a game mode, the 3v3 teams game mode. In fact, I'm even toying with my own tournament next year running the format. However, Capricorn alone breaks this game mode. Just like when they tried to run it in some org a while back, every boss had its own like nerfs and buffs to sort of like and like Capricorn was the only one that was nerfed by one in the entire lineup. It's just so much stronger than all the rest. However, only in the right hands is it strong.
Yes.
And right now, Night Hunter is playing really well with it.
And you can talk about the counter strats of trying to. Oh wait, they're about to get Sarah back in.
Yeah, this is good.
You can talk about the counter strats of learning how to play with the pieces, right? I don't think I realized how important it is in Tetris to understand the piece set that you have access to and work and stack around it until this. Oh no, Sarah, why are you covering the well? Oh my gosh, she had a 1 high. She had a 1 high.
Oh. Yeah, I think there's no better example of that than actually watching bots play with Broken and Pento, because to them it's just the same as always, just a piece with a kick table.
Right.
They can pull some amazing.
We don't. It's insane.
Yeah. So if you learn that, I honestly think that there might be a player in the far off future, maybe not so far away, hopefully, who learns the Broken kick tables and the Pento kick tables and makes Capricorn not nearly as strong. That would be an interesting timeline. That'd be an interesting player to watch play.
Right, well, there are some very high-ranking players that claim that it's easy to play with the Brokens and it's just a skill issue.
I find Pento's easy to play with, in my opinion.
Pentos are very, Pentos, I was going to say, like, Pentos kind of go towards a very similar, like, stacking style that we already have for just, like, normal Tetris. But the broken pieces is you're stacking for a piece set that has, like, no similar shapes to what you're used to.
Pentos have, like, there are only 3 really difficult ones, and when you have a reasonably clean stack, they're quite easy to play with. But Broken, just such weird shapes, with such weird rotations when you're messing around with them. It's not ideal, that's for sure.
Yeah, and we do have these players here trying to get that meter full, but I don't know. I'm not hoping. I feel like 900 is going to take this.
Yeah, they're just so quick right now, and more high stakes coming in here with Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that of these 3, I see Night Hunter in CVSQ the most. I think that they have the most practice. Well, yeah, they have the most practice.
All the players here are well known within the Tetris community, that's close-knit community, but Night Hunter is just the most active and the most proficient at this game mode, and it's showing.
Yeah, definitely a lot of time spent in these matches in this queue. Playing and like maining boss can be brutal, but they do such a good job with it.
Yeah, Andrew they know how to play.
Yeah, Andrew's down stacking pretty well, but it's Broken time.
Great Broken there, actually. Great play there. Right now we're at the game point where not every piece is broken when you get that blitz, but it's a good substantial amount of them.
Yeah, and it's funny watching players do something that I see people do the very first time they play Tetris, where they just have the piece, they slide it all around the board. They're like looking for a place for it to fit because they don't have the vision for that ahead of time.
No, next.
Pentos.
Don't these players stay alive?
Yeah, so Andrew might be able to IRS his way out of this if he gets some good RNG on these Pentos, but those are already gone and high stakes into the... Yeah, that's over. Okay,
all Hunter had to do at that point was just farm for a bump up or just a high stakes, and that was it.
And that is what a good Capricorn player looks like right there. 85 boss attack.
What?
God. What? Oh, that is insane. That is insane. And that is why some people consider that boss to be overpowered. And you know what that means is we are not going to a decider.
No, we're not. For the first time today, actually, I believe that's not a decider.
Yeah.
Wow. Great game, guys. Great matchup. All really good players, by the way, in their own rights. Yeah. Really good. I'm sitting down now. Hi. I got tired. My widow legs got a little bit sore. So I'm back in the seat. Great match, though. Great match. Andrew surprised me a little bit. I thought he would play boss a little bit cleaner, but the game just ran away from him so quickly. I think his boss gameplay might have been a little bit disappointing to him. Who knows? Andrew, how do you feel about it? You are in chat, mate. How did you feel about your boss gameplay? We'll wait and see what he says.
I mean, Sarah, I just see I got the Finn, we take those. Thank you, Sarah, for the raid. Welcome on in. H Cannon, we love to see it.
What's the wow? Is that like this, like the SpongeBob, like nah, like that like sound, or real Finn W? Nice, guys. Well, I'm glad you all had fun, and you guys played really well as well. Good work. We'll see you next year. What's our next matchup? I believe it's our last Masters. Or are we doing one more amateur game?
So we'll have one more Masters game, and it is going to be unnamed team versus team. So very, very creative players we have here in TECWC. Thank you guys for taking the time to make such cool team names. Unnamed team versus team. I'm so ready for this. How about you two?
Yeah, I'm so ready.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
With these
I
team
was
names, yeah.
thinking, you know, what if this matchup happens? It's team versus unnamed team. Yeah. And then Mitzi, thank you for the raid as well. We've got my cat here to support everyone.
My cat is being a pain right now. I could let him in, but he's just being so grumpy. He's got a thyroid thing, so I have to feed him literally 2 cans of cat food a day for him to just be like fine. It's so much money, and he has the gall to be like, meh, do more for me. Needy boy, demanding, entitled. Anyway,
Mine's just here for the Tetris.
Yeah, mine's here to just to smooch off me, basically. In the meantime, we want to take the time to thank TECWC, the broadcasting partner, for having us. Thank you, Classic Tetra, for having us on the channel. It's very nice of you to let us pitch our tent here. We'll be streaming on this channel for a few more weeks, or a couple more weeks, I believe. You can see the dates on screen now. Good job, Austin. Smooth, mate. Well done. Got the dates on screen. You can see us at Enhanced Experience in the Japanese stream and the Classic Tetris Twitch channel for English. We're also live right now on YouTube if you want to check us out over there for the YouTube viewing experience. Feel free to share the streams with everyone. We'll be live basically the days on stream at 10 a.m. JST, which is approximately, I think, 5 p.m. Pacific time.
No.
Oh, mate, you're on it, dude. You're on it. Good on you, dude.
Yeah, and we will also be live on the Classic Tetris YouTube for all the streams that are listed here. So tomorrow for Zone Battle, Classic Score Tech, Connected Versus, and our Trifecta Grand Finale, where the top 4 from each of the 1v1 game modes listed at the top are going to qualify for the Trifecta. So we'll have the best Score Attack players, Zone Battle players, and Classic Score Attack players going head-to-head to determine the best Tetris Effect connected player. And I think Super Shocky is our back-to-back champion, has qualified through Score Attack, definitely has their work cut out for them this year, as everyone's just getting better across the board.
The pressure is on. I highly recommend tuning in for that December 7th, December 8th stream that you can see there on stream at 5 p.m. Pacific time. You might see the crowning of the Trifecta winner. That would be kind of crazy. Shocky, best of luck, and best of luck to all the challengers. It's going to be a great stream. I can't wait for it. You can hear me smiling. It's going to be awesome.
You're just going to stress him out if you talk like that. He said he was so nervous going to the second year of Trifecta because he felt like he had to, prove himself and become the 2-time champion. But
Shocky, don't be nervous. Literally everyone is counting on you to get this win. It is you versus literally everyone else. Best of luck, mate. No pressure.
He says, can I call in sick that day?
We'll move the tournament just for you, mate. Yeah. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait. Everyone should tune in that day. It's going to be big. But yeah, thank you again to Classic Tetris for hosting the English broadcast. You're truly a legend. Thanks, Vince. Good on you, mate.
Yes, and I think it is also worth mentioning, because this made me smile earlier, that Siake Gohan joined Zone Battle Super Shocky, so be on the lookout for Siake Gohan possibly in Trifecta, aka Kashi Robo, who is going to be a threat for sure.
AKA Kazu, if you don't know.
No, that's not.
Yeah. I know. We all know.
No.
Yeah, we know. I hope Austin knows that meme. I assume he does.
I am familiar. Kazu actually had some. I did reach out to Kazu. Had some scheduling conflicts, as I would love to see that matchup. But and they are our 2-time Zone Battle champion, right? So, but yeah, we have Akashi Robo, Yoshoda, Jaden, OSW, some other Japanese players. I can't remember their names because they are. You never know. They're like a lot of dark horses. So yeah, it's going to be a treat to see the top 8 tomorrow. So be sure to tune in. It looks like our players are populating in the lobby. Team unnamed, team, and unnamed team. All right. Looks like we might have Night Hunter on boss first, so take it away, Wiley and Lion.
This is going to be a crazy matchup, and chat's going crazy. Okay.
Yeah. So we are ready to go here. I would say, though, that this team is more experienced than the last.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty close matchup. Don't be fooled by that tier 1 status there. They are far from that. We'll see how this goes. Chat, guys. I made a mistake. All right. We're going to get to see more of Night Hunter's amazing Capricorn. This is going to be great. Want to say why this match is win and in? Did you miss a W?
Win and in. They're asking if the winner of this match goes to the finals.
Oh, apologies. Yeah. So I think that's correct. Yeah. The winner of this goes to the finals. It goes into the final bracket, which is going to be streamed in a couple of weeks. Lyra and I will also be there to commentate that. So,
yeah.
Do you want to catch us again? Yeah. We give it our all. And
all
here
right.
we have...
Yeah, we have Pip keeping the well here. Pretty decent upstack, but a little bit of empty space there.
So
it feels like you have to
beneficial.
play perfect to win this.
I mean, look at the speed on Night Hunter. This is incredible, especially for VR. Can we just remind you guys of that?
Yeah, this person's playing on a VR headset.
Like what?
Like, think about that.
No one is safe from the man in the VR headset. He's fully immersed, as locked in as you can get. It's gonna be great. That's a big brick over there on Red's side.
Ooh, they accidentally ate an eyepiece down that well.
That's
because
not
they
great.
both soft dropped it down. That's not what you want. They luckily get another one pretty quickly. Yeah, if both players soft drop a piece into the same spot, it just takes both of them.
This is gonna merge. It's going to be an 18. There could be a 19 here.
Yeah, I think this is a 19. If
nice.
we get our IRS
Great
going,
19.
it
Do we have
seems
a
like
20?
No 20. Honestly, sometimes
wait.
it. Oh.
If they hadn't defended for that,
okay.
Yeah, that's our hearts for a second. Our hearts for just a moment thought that maybe the game was going to end prematurely, but alas, no cigarettes.
And
here we
they've
go.
already, defended half of it away. All right, so now it is time to speed run the Brokens. That is what Capricorn is all about, is because players at this level can usually play the Pentos pretty well. It slows them down a little bit, but if you play with the Pentos enough, like, you can actually do a pretty good job down stacking with them.
Yeah, straight away we just have regular high stakes and no next. So nothing too detrimental, but that means that the next blitzes to be sent will either be Pento or
Brokens.
Or the Brokens.
Yeah. Sometimes you get really bad RNG. Sometimes
with
you get
no hold?
Horrible Brokens
Oh
RNG.
my god, no hold and broken.
No hold broken. Okay, yeah, that's good RNG. That is very good RNG.
Yeah. Night Hunter is spamming these. Actually doesn't let it play
Did
out.
not even let them play out the
No, going for the kill here. Gonna start to farm the high stakes.
It's not like they can defend.
No, it's true. I mean, look,
they have nothing to defend.
You should get a bump up or a high stakes every 3 to 4 blitzes. They are spamming this. What is going on? They got it again.
Not even letting them play the Brokens for half a second. Just has that super strong answer to that zone 1. Gets rid of everything instantly and just starts spamming the Brokens. Classic Tetris League, thank you for the raid. This is a little bit different than Classic Tetris, but we're having a great time.
Wow. This is an incredible run from Capricorn over on Night Hunter, sending again a no hold with a high stakes.
Okay, but I do want to point out here, Zav, low on the board. Zav is playing this so well. They know how to deal with this. If Pip can stall, I don't know if Pip wants to stall here.
I don't think they want to stall here.
But it doesn't even matter. Look at 900's board.
Yeah, Night Hunter's board is pretty high up. If they can speedrun this, they might actually do some damage here and put him in a spot that slows him down.
Right, okay, and we have only 4 Cascade here. There's a lot of material on these boards. These players are going to be filling this up. For those of you here who came in from from the Classic Tetris League channel, this is a 3v3 tournament. Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen this game before, it's 3 players versus a boss who's sending different abilities. It's very ROM hacky, I think is the best equivalent. Right now, we are in the Masters final bracket, which will then, whoever wins this, goes into the finals. It's very complicated. I don't know how this works. I'm tired. Welcome to the stream, though. I hope that your stream went well. This is crazy. 900's down from the board now.
Okay, did not get the 19 zone that they could have there, and that is 5 lines on Night Hunter's board. And
wow.
I mean, the farther in we go, the more likely you are to get that deadly broken blitz.
Yeah, in fact,
there it
is there.
Right
Broken
away.
pieces on player 1, 2, and 3, forcing the players to stall it out rather than put them down.
Do you see what Zav is doing? Do you see what everyone is doing? No one's putting the pieces down. If
they
you
can't risk it.
If you've played enough Broken, you know that the answer is to not put the pieces down.
And guess what that means? That means the Night Hunter has even more time to defend. And look at how fast his meter is charging now that we're in the 3rd phase of the game. They can send blitzes faster than any other boss.
Right,
it's
and
crazy.
now that we are in phase 3, what's going on here is that there's a higher chance to get multiple blitzes at once. Earlier, we saw the no-hold Brokens being more disruptive there. Oh, no-hold Pentos. Okay.
Pento,
so,
yeah.
It's interesting. I've noticed that there's 2 different sets of Pentos, okay? And
there are the good ones.
Yeah,
and the
I
bad
refer to
ones.
them as good Pentos and bad Pentos. So I can tell by that piece that Pip has is this is bad Pentos. And I think
bad Pentos, yeah.
Yeah, the players know that this is bad Pentos. It's really hard to play with the bad Pentos.
At this point, their best option is to just wait for in-between attacks. But Night Hunter is not giving them that time. He's saying, nah, I think I'll do my own thing. And it's working.
Right, and this is where the game becomes the most frustrating because you're sitting there sometimes as a player, you can't do anything. You're just so tilted. You just can't put a piece down. Like sometimes you're just sitting there and you're just like, I would love to play the game right now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what Night Hunter is capable of doing.
Night Hunter has this team by the throat.
It doesn't look like it because of how clean these boards are, but we promise that this is so dire for the team right now.
This is really bad. I mean, look at how low Night Hunter is. Usually the boss would be halfway up the board, maybe even 2/3 of the way, and this would be the final phase. But we are most likely going to see a phase 4 if Night Hunter doesn't kill, and that would be almost certainly death. So the team needs to do a lot of damage in this next zone, if they even make it there, because look at Tetra Pip's board.
Right, and this is where the team, when they zone, it does actually send a lot. So Night Hunter is weighing the possibility of the team being able to fill that meter somehow, and is probably saying, you know, I want at least 1 kill. That's gonna give
2 people.
That's gonna give 2. Yeah. So that is going to be just Zav alive, and that is going to reduce the team's chances of filling that meter by a ton. The Brokens. And so once we talk about, okay, you can't put the pieces down, but you know what happens if you're already at the top of the board is you have to put the pieces down. You can't just sit there and stall with that soft drop anymore. And Zav is, just locked
That might have been,
out.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Wow.
Great game from Night Hunter. The VR legend. Reminded all the people coming in, Night Hunter is in a VR headset right now. Which, while having a great refresh rate, the memes abound. Fully immersed gamer right there, and it shows. Great game, guys.
Absolutely living in the Matrix right there. Just a legend.
Yep. And now it's time. Now it's time to see Night Hunter's team, which is comprised of Nedlo, who is a classic legend in their own right. We also have Night Hunter and Demedy playing.
Okay.
Now, who's going to be their boss? It looks like Zav or nobody. Zav it is.
Yeah, Zav. So I wonder if Zav switches off the Ares, considering it didn't work last time. Are we going Pisces here?
They might.
I'm guessing the team's discussing. Yeah, they're going Pisces. Okay, I agree with that decision. I think that the faster blitz charge is going to be super helpful for them in this matchup.
It'll be fast, and they also have the soft drop common, which will be really helpful for them. And here we go into the game.
Here we go, Pisces. Definitely, Night Hunter being an insanely high-ranking boss. I would say that the boss is this is the weaker of the 2 bosses, but still can't be counted out. Has a ton of experience in this game mode. Yeah, the speed is good. I mean, it comes down to that a lot in this game. Is just speed is king.
Yeah. It's a survival game,
yeah.
so speed is definitely going to be really impactful. However, you need to, of course, in Tetris, make good decisions. That's what this game is about.
Hunter's board.
Oh, it's a brick!
Okay, I will say, although that kind of style does look super cool, it is actually not beneficial to do that.
No, it's not, because now that
I do
board
not
is locked
recommend
out.
doing this because this is not easy. All of a sudden, your teammate's board's a mess, and what are you going to do about it?
Additionally, oh no!
Oh, yeah.
They're going to end it early, though, and that might do a lot more damage than we perceived initially. Okay, yeah, about a third of the way
No,
up.
that's not bad. That's not bad.
7 lines with one of them slightly damaged. That's good. Yeah, I think Ferox puts it best. Capricorn is a defensive boss, while Pisces is the offensive boss.
Yes,
So-
that is exactly true.
If you can match those playstyles, oh, interesting.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, no, I like it. I like it. It's a little bit
Yeah, no, that
hesitation
was
on that
clean
T-spin
from
there.
Tad.
Okay, but
Look at the boards.
wait, look at the boards. Wait a minute.
Oh.
This is why I said everything's fine until it's not. That's what I say whenever I'm playing against Pisces. You think you're fine, and then all of a sudden you look at your board and you're like, wait, I just realized I'm almost dead.
Lyra, you might never have been more correct. Because, like, oh my god, those boards out of nowhere just turned into landfills of tragedy. Good lord. They're all down, though. They're all down.
Yeah, these are good players. Like we said, all very experienced players. They know what to do against Pisces.
Yeah.
They've played against a lot of Pisces players. I would say Pisces is more popular in like the mid-range skill-wise.
We do see it all over the place, but yeah,
it is.
definitely.
Yeah, it is pretty consistent across all different skill ranges. But we do see that the boss over here was able to get this board pretty low. 3 lines of permanent garbage right there. Not too bad. Should be able to survive this zone. But this team is trying to do this zone fast, and they may be flying too close to the sun here because they are like so eyepiece dependent.
18.
And trying to get all of the eyepieces and the high zone.
Do they have
here
19?
Is not the easiest thing in the world. No, that's 17. Yeah,
That's
still a fast 17. Yeah,
that was an 18, I think. And that's
that's it. Yeah, that's what
they've won. That's the game.
Yeah, so that was
My
a really
God.
risky move. So we watched their last zone go poorly, or their first zone go poorly because Night Hunter had their board so stacked up and wasn't able to convert it properly. However, for that second zone, that's what won them the game. It's a super high risk, high reward move to stack like that, and it worked out here.
I frankly did not see that coming. Yeah. What
No
does that mean,
decider.
Lyra? No decider. No.
No decider.
We had a lot of deciders early. That was a great matchup, though. All the players are really good at CVS. It shows in the way they've been playing today. And I want to congratulate them all to making it to this stage in the tournament. And good luck moving on from here, Night Hunter and co.
Yeah. So I have to pull up the bracket again, get everything in there.
Yeah.
Does that mean they go to finals?
I think that means they go to the finals bracket. Yeah.
All right.
Great matchup. That was so good. That last game was really good at demonstrating. That last matchup was good, demonstrating the differences between Capricorn and Pisces. They are sort of, in their own ways, polar opposites of each other while sharing so much. They're just the meta.
Yeah.
They're just the meta.
Yeah, those two are definitely both in the top 3. I don't know if there's one that I would put near them.
Leo.
Leo is like,
Not
if
Leo.
someone can play Invis, then like Leo
Not
is
Leo.
not a good move. It's a good move against me.
I suppose maybe Jugman. Maybe
Jugman, yeah, Aquarius is also a good boss.
Oh, Sagittarius would be the other one.
Oh yeah, Sagittarius, that's brutal, but you have to
Because
take
you
that
should
boss
sprint.
to phase 3 though. That's the issue.
Always,
You
yeah.
have to live with some super not great attacks, and that one is also high risk, high reward in that
Exactly.
the laser can give a perfect well that can just destroy you. It's a double-edged sword.
Austin, was that our last game? Because we could run through some sponsors.
Yes, that was our last game. Thank you, Wiley and Lyra, for helping me out tonight. And yes, you two will be back for our teams finals, which should be pretty awesome.
Yes, we will.
And it's an extended format, right? So it'll be a best of 7, but with a mix of 1v1s and connected versus for each team, single elim. So it'll be cool. We'll see that we will see more 1v1s by design there, right? So not just your score attack. We'll see the classic in the zone battle. So that's the fun part about the best of 7 is that if it comes down to that final ace match, it's going to be whatever game mode neither team picks, right? It's just going to, no matter what, you're going to play all 3 game modes. So
It's going to be awesome. Look forward to that, guys. It's gonna be fun.
But yeah, so we could just do a quick rundown of our sponsors, and we'll get out of here. So first off, be sure to register if you want to play in the Zone Battle tournament tomorrow. Last chance. Time slot 1 will be in about 7 hours and 10 minutes from now, so I'll be up bright and early for that. Wiley, you might be up in the evening for that. We'll see. But
I'll be commentating on a different event as well, actually.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, be sure to register. Head to tetriseffect.game/tournaments, and yeah, we'll do a quick shout out to all of our sponsors that make TECWC happen. Big thanks to Digital Eclipse, the creator of Tetris Forever. We demoed Super Tetris 3. I might hop back into that at some point. I have unfinished business with that wizard on Super Tetris 3. So yeah, be sure to check it out. And that is available on pretty much every platform out there, kind of like a documentary meets, and it has up to 15, I believe, old Tetris games, and a lot of video footage and stuff like that, even featuring Tetsuya Mizuguchi of Enhance. So, yes, Tetris Forever. Check it out. It's a great thing. And Hyperkin, I feel like I accidentally opened the slide earlier, so we're going to get 3 Hyperkin shoutouts today.
Yeah.
Yes, the Hyperkin controllers are awesome. Check it out. I actually use this controller as my main controller for TEC. Like, I'm not even just saying that to say that. So it is a great controller. I know they tested the pixel art controllers on TEC specifically when they were releasing these, as I think this is one of the first skins that they had for this controller. So check it out. And there's also watch bands in the carrying case. At Mixed Coin, I can't remember if it was right or wrong earlier. Do you guys recall?
I do not remember.
We'll have to check the tape. But yes, it's been on a roll. It's been I've been flipping these coins throughout TECWC the last 2 years to predict matches, and it's either entirely wrong last year and so far it's entirely right this year, I believe. And yeah, so AppMex investments you hold if you're looking for any Tetris collectibles on, I believe you can do silver, gold, platinum, and some other crazy moon rock material. I can't remember, but yes, AppMex, check it out. What else? Oh, we never actually talked about this today. So, and what
yes.
Okay, so the Enhance 10 package. It is actually it was recently Enhance's 10-year anniversary, and thanks to Cook and Becker and Lawson Colt, we are going to be putting out this book you see here, kind of like, you know, the coffee table book, all things Enhance, what the story behind Enhance, etc. I'll drop a link here in the chat if anyone is interested in checking it out. Definitely a unique item to kind of highlight the history of Enhance, the people behind it, Tetsuya Mizuguchi, his history, and other people such as like the developers of Tetris Effect, Rez, etc. So definitely check that out. And yeah, it's worth mentioning Lawson Colt. It is going to be a vinyl release of all 4 Enhance games. So it's going to be first time release of Humanity vinyl, but if you're looking for that ultimate music package, be sure to check that out. So yeah. We'll be shouting that out throughout the streams, and I'll put on my cam for the last 2 here. We're going to get every sponsor. Big thanks to Red Bull for being a sponsor this year. We're going to be sending out some beverages if you are winning tournaments. So yes, up your game with Red Bull. What was the quote here? Ready for an item drop. Red Bull gives you wings. So check them out. And then also, you know what? I was actually snacking on them during the stream. But the Power Bears Tetris gummies. If you're looking to up your gamer power up, 20% fruit juice, source of vitamin C and E. Power Bears, the power in you.
Hell yeah.
Talking to you in the chat. But I think that's it, everybody. Wiley and Lyra, thank you for joining. It's been a pleasure. And until tomorrow, we'll be here tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific. So if you're looking for the best zone battle action you're going to find, you won't want to miss it. It's going to be super hype. I believe Commando and Dava will be joining on the mic tomorrow. So yeah, it's going to be a treat. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 Eastern. Or if you want to play, be sure to show up to your tournament and check in. Definitely be sure to check in. And yeah, I think we can call it there. Thank you guys for joining. Wiley and Lyra, any final thoughts on tonight's qualifying rounds for the Grandmaster stream?
Oh yeah, it was bloody good, wasn't it, mate?
That was
yeah,
so fun. I loved
was
seeing the
good.
different skill levels and all of the deciders that we got to
Yeah.
witness.
And I'm also keen to see the 4 teams in a couple of weeks from now. Light Rod listed them out. We got the Gravity Maxes, unnamed teams. We
yeah.
are not connected at OSW, with all some big names in there. So look forward to that in a couple of weeks, and hopefully we'll also see you tomorrow for Zone Battle, guys. Woo!
Oh yeah. All right, we'll see you all tomorrow, and then Classic Score Attack next week. We are on Classic Tetris after all. But okay, we'll call it there. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll probably throw a raid somewhere, so hang around for a moment if you are into the raiding culture here on Twitch, and we will see you all tomorrow. Bye now.